Hello there.
Oh my god,
It has been a while.
a little bit.
Just a bit. Um,
When was the last one?
that is a great question. Um, oh boy, the
Oh
last
boy, oh.
one, the last podcast was about 3 weeks ago when the Spider-Man
Oh,
trailer came out, the exact day,
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and our last film section was Dune back in October,
Mm-hmm.
and we haven't done one since.
Yeah,
But we did do a game section on Guardians of the Galaxy,
yeah.
which I guess we should start right off the bat by explaining why we haven't exactly done a film section in a while.
I didn't know there was an explanation. It's just we were just fucking lazy.
We were just kind of lazy and we couldn't decide on anything. But
Yeah,
we, I guess, have a somewhat announcement to make if anyone cares. We got our tickets on at the end of November to go see Spider Man from No Way Home on Friday.
yeah, boy.
So come the 15th, I am going to block the shit out of Twitter. Like, I am going to be muting so many words because the movie hits theaters in the UK on the 15th. Tuesday night, if you really want to count that. So spoilers going to be out for a couple days. So that's going to be pretty hard to navigate. But just mute a bunch of shit on Twitter, stay off of YouTube as much as I can when it comes to that, and I'll be good. I'll just Infinity War that shit. But it also helps
Infinity
that we're
War.
seeing where I just kind of blocked everything for a while before I saw it. Endgame, I got spoiled because of Google autofill. Like I was just typing in stuff for school, and Natasha Romanoff death came up, and I went, oh. But yeah, I guess. I mean, I know you give a shit about spoilers. I do too. But have you ever felt kind of like a need to back away from spoilers ever? I don't think I've ever asked you this.
Like, well, it depends on what I'm watching
Yeah,
or what I want to watch. Like, I don't want anyone. I didn't want anyone to spoil Endgame back in the day.
yeah, that was sacrilege. You did that. You were shit on by everyone.
Mhm.
Infinity War 2 was like that. It was
Yeah,
like, don't talk about it.
and I'd like it for things that I haven't seen
Yeah.
to not be spoiled, even if they're really old. I'd like that. I mean, I won't blame someone for just saying Rose died. I mean, Jack died at Titanic
Mm-hmm.
because
It's a 20
it's
year old
really old.
movie, right?
Yeah, it's gonna have your own flight that you didn't see
Yeah.
it
It's
at
like
that point.
it's like everybody knows
That's it's
the
it's kind of
everybody
sad
knows
if
the
you haven't
twist in
seen it.
Planet of the Apes, right? Everybody knows
Yeah,
that.
it's like
Everybody knows like I'm sorry, but I can't do that from 2001. Like
yeah,
we know these things now.
it sucks if you didn't see it,
It
but
sucks, yeah, but at a certain
I,
point it kind of becomes on you. But with a brand new movie, um bets are on. Like
yeah,
if you say anything, you're getting destroyed. And I
I
think
will
with this
get you.
I think with this movie there's gonna be an even bigger push because of the early release in the UK. Just hold off on spoilers as much as you can.
Yeah, we're talking about spoilers, and I'm surprised that Tom Holland hasn't spoiled anything.
Yeah, Tom hasn't said a thing.
He, he's learning.
He hasn't said a thing. Um, I guess
Yeah, he's
he
he,
started to been
he's
like
learning.
he started to be like up picking up when people are trying to like ask him questions, and he goes, "Nope, can't say a thing." But he is still really bad at not giving hints because he'll be like, "Oh, that's one scene that I thought was really cool, but I can't talk about it."
Well, there was this headline of him crying or something over a scene or something, right?
Yeah, something like that.
So,
He also
ooh,
talked about a scene. He like made implications about Ned's character,
hmm.
and I don't know. I
Ooh,
really
what
don't
could it
know.
be?
I don't know. I mean, we did learn that The movie is, I think it's the movie ends at two. The movie's 2.5 hours, but the movie ends at 2 hours and 14. And in between the movie's ending and the black screen white text credits roll, there's about 4 minutes in between that. So that's about like 2 minutes of whatever flashy main title sequence they have, right? And then possibly a 2 minute mid credit scene. And if it's 2 minutes, that's maybe the longest we've ever had in one of these movies,
Maybe.
which makes you think, maybe they got something special, for the mid credits. I mean, these Spider Man movies have been pretty good with end credit scenes. So revealing big stuff for the future.
I don't quite remember. No, Homecomings
It
and
was
credits.
Vulture in prison, and he meets Scorpion,
Yeah, that.
and yeah,
But
he
was there
doesn't he doesn't
anything,
reveal
anything,
he doesn't reveal
anything after that?
anything.
Yeah,
Um,
but anything after that?
oh, the
It was the
last
Captain America
yeah,
thing.
the Captain America joke,
Yeah. Oh, never mind. I
which
do
I
remember.
always thought was always one of my favorites because so many people were mad, and I just thought it was funny
Oh,
because they made
dude, I
you
love it.
wait for nothing, and I,
I
I
love
just
it,
love
and
it.
then
I love it.
I love it, and it's even better when you get the Blu-ray and then you see like all the extra scenes that they
Yeah,
shot with Captain America doing. It's so
apparently
funny.
they had more that they didn't even put
It-
on the Blu-ray.
wow.
Yeah, they had like something like half an hour worth of footage of just Chris Evans in the suit saying random shit,
Mm-hmm. And it was very funny.
and it was funny. They've actually been doing these little like um, things on TikTok for No Way Home, where Betty Brant is doing like a one-on-one interview with various characters from the Homecoming trilogy. Like they even got Hannibal Buress to come back. Remember the gym
Oh,
teacher?
yeah.
Yeah, they got him to come back just to do a quick little like 20-second clip, and they did one with Ned with him and Betty, and they still kind of have like their flirtation going on from Far From Home,
Mm.
which was I thought that was kind of cute. Oh, that's funny. You do that. Um, yeah, I guess while we're still on the subject of No Way Home, the clips that they released 3 clips of the movie.
I haven't seen them.
So they released the opening scene, or at least a
Oh,
bit of the opening scene, uh, beginning to Doc Ock's fight with Peter on the bridge,
I did see that one that I wanted to see.
and they showed a scene of Doctor Strange and Peter doing the spell.
Mm.
So number one, all these clips are heavily edited as fuck. Like goddamn, heavily edited. Um, that being said, I can't really get much out of them outside of the opening scene. Um, because there's immediately a lot of pushback on Peter because of what they've been told. Like you didn't see it, but there's a shot when Peter and MJ kind of like go, like he takes MJ and starts swinging away. A dude does a dive to try to grab Peter's leg. Like he sends it and he misses. I just thought that was funny.
You ain't gonna do nothing to him though.
No, but I guess the only one to like with like real, I guess with like big meat to chew on is the scene with the one they showed with Doc Ock. Cool, they've got his theme back. Yeah.
For those who don't know, apparently,
For those who don't know,
it goes like that.
yeah. But I guess the information you can pick up from there is that Doc Ock literally picks up, I guess, not even where he left off because he's still wondering about the machine.
Yeah.
But
So I'm guessing it was before
it must have been before
the
he
throwdown or
he
before the
talks to
train maybe.
Peter. No, it's got to be at least because he's talking about his machine. So it's got to be he got to been taken at least before Peter even talked to him. Brilliant but lazy.
Uh, no, of course it's before that,
Yeah,
but we already know that he finished building the machine
right.
even before the train. He just needed the fucking I don't know what it's called.
Tritium,
Plutonium?
the tritium.
Tritium, there we go.
Yeah,
Tritium, yeah.
I don't know. I guess we'll learn in the movie. Um, so it also gave context to that picture they showed us a while back that looked like that got memed to death because it's just Peter running
And it's and
and
it's
Doc Ock.
true. It's real. It's real.
It's real. It's real. But he was running to save somebody.
Which is Litz's mother.
Hmm?
Pretty sure that was her. Liz's mother. I think that was Liz's mother.
Oh, was it Liz's mom? Because the
It
apparently
was.
because the credits said that it was his lawyer,
Ah,
but I can
probably yes.
double
Probably is
check.
her lawyer. I don't know.
Um, I looked up
She looked like
Spider-Man Homecoming and No Way Home came up.
I thought she looked like Liz's mother, but
I'm double checking. I'm checking IMDb
probably
right now.
probably isn't.
Um, do we remember Liz's last name?
I feel like I should know this too because I'm Spider-Man shit.
Founder. It is not the
Uh,
same actor.
all right.
Yeah, so it is probably not the same character. But yeah, you love that first person shot.
First person shot.
Oh, when Peter's running and he does
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah, the first person shot.
All that he didn't jump instead of he ran instead
He
of
started
jumping.
he started running, and then he got hit in the fucking side with the like the pipe. I don't
Yeah.
know what that's called. Is it called a pipe? I don't even. And then he got hit, and then just kept going. But yeah, um,
I remember Civil War when he ran really fast,
he did.
and there he was like he's also waddling in this scene.
He's not waddling. He's going. Yeah.
Looked like a waddle. It was like, I'm gonna get you.
Mm,
And then he got trapped in the legs.
he sure did.
He it was
He
like,
got that man got like you see that he got whacked, pushed into the car, and then bounced.
dude, he was so close from getting dragged like that girl
I
in
know.
Spider-Man 2.
What is it with these movies and them just beating the shit out of Peter? Like
Um,
they just
these movies, or I mean, sounds like Spider-Man overall.
yeah, just like these Spider-Man movies, they just beat the shit out of this guy. This poor kid.
Spider movie,
Yeah,
Spider-Man game,
yeah.
Civil Sable was like running him up like.
Oh yeah. But yeah, that's I guess I mean there's really not much to talk about right now.
Oh,
When it
we're
comes to
gonna see it,
this
and
movie, because we're
we'll
gonna go
tell you
see
about it.
it, we'll definitely do a section on it. Uh, it's we're hoping it's good. We're hoping, but
Very much.
very much hoping it's good. But you never know. You quite literally never know. So it could be utter shit.
Could be a. Oh, I hope it's the a good MCU trilogy
I hope so.
complete because they've been doing good so far.
Oh
Spider-Man has been doing good so
yeah,
far, but this
these
could be the
past few
killer.
years have been pretty good for him.
Mhm.
But I guess another thing to note, um, the press has only been shown the first 40 minutes of the movie.
Really.
So normally when press do junkets for movies, they are allowed to see the movie,
Mm.
the whole movie, so they can get a sense of what it is and get ask questions to the to the cast a little better to get a little more insight into the film. With No Way Home, I guess the movie is so secretive that they only showed the press the first 40 minutes. And according to the cast, there isn't there's not much to get from the first 40 minutes. Like you're not getting like a full idea of the movie from that. So a lot of the press, when they've been asking their questions, they're basing it entirely off of what they've seen in the trailers. And even then, the cast is still saying you've seen nothing yet. Like the trailers are showing you nothing.
Probably just
They're probably hyping
the
up the movie a little bit,
yeah, but I was
definitely.
gonna say, the for first 40 minutes are probably
Just set
him
up,
dealing with
probably
the
just set up.
situation.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'm excited for the movie. I have not watched TV spots for a movie so religiously in a long time. Like this is taking me back to like I want to say Civil War, where I'm just like, ooh, every new TV spot, I just want to watch it, like, see what I can see, what's new,
I saw
what new
TV was when I had
footage.
TV, when I still had cable television.
Yeah, but yeah. Anything else you wanted to add about this before we move on?
Um, fuck. Um, did you see the It looked like an edited picture probably, but it was the scene of them, Toby, Andrew, and Tom standing in the Statue of Liberty. That was probably edited, but
So, did it have
very,
a
very well
watermark
footage.
that said the John Campea show?
I don't know.
It did. Was it like a weirdly like faded image and had a watermark on it?
I don't remember that, but I saw Toby and he had like a haircut.
Okay, I'm
So
gonna hold on.
he had a first cut in that one, which looks more like he does now.
Okay, let me. I'm gonna send you an image. I'm gonna put it in the server. Was it this image?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's most likely real
Oh.
because I don't know if you saw my explanation of it in the group chat. The guy who got these images, he has like a source, and every so often he gets like really badly photoshopped images. It's like, oh, this is in these movies. And so he got this image and thought it was fake. And his
Speaking
reasoning,
of,
his reasoning for it, no shit, was he explained himself. His reasoning was the lighting looked off, and he said specifically, look at Tobey Maguire's dick
what?
because of the way the lighting bounced off of his dick. I shit
It's
you not.
crotch.
I shit you not.
The term is crotch. You can't see his dick. It's crotch or
His
bulge. I don't know.
magnum dong.
No, it's bulge because
Okay, his bulge. Look at Tobey Maguire's bulge.
I was
His
confused
his
that he
magic,
said that.
his David Bowie labyrinth bulge.
Look at Andrew Garfield's bulge.
I ain't looking. Uh, anyway, he said, look at that. It looks
You're looking at
fake.
Toby's, so you better look
Like,
at,
so
at Andrew's.
he put his watermark on it. Same with the image there of Daredevil. He put the watermark on it, thinking it was fake, and then he uploaded it to Twitter. And so keep in mind,
Oh,
this is
yeah.
just a dumbass move, regardless if you think it's fake or not. This is just a dumbass move. You don't do this.
Uh-huh.
But he still posted it, thinking it was fake, put his own watermark on it, and then he got, because these like scoop guys, they get, they have sources in the industry. A good source of his who works at Sony told him, hey, this shit might be real. And so he said,
And he
oh,
took it down.
and he took it down immediately. But at that point, the damage was done. So most likely, these images are real. Now, the second one, I mean, at this point, all bets are off. But the first one is probably real. Like, just based off the soundtrack leak alone, which I guess that's another thing we should talk about. The entire soundtrack for this movie leaked online a couple weeks back.
This is not very secretive. It's getting leaked all over the
I
place.
know,
Look
right?
at that.
This is the most secretive movie that's everybody knows everything about.
With biggest quotation marks,
I mean,
because we're seeing
there's
everything.
still stuff we don't know, right? We don't know the entire plot of this movie. But
Right, but we know the
everyone knows Toby and Andrew are in it.
yeah.
Everyone knows.
And not by like hope. It's the fact that we've seen stuff to imply that,
Yeah,
even show that, uh slash the Invisible Man punching the lizard.
and the biggest confirmation, if it wasn't the Invisible Man punching the lizard, the soundtrack has Toby and Andrew's themes in it. There's an infamous track 19 that I have taken a listen to that has the theme from Amazing Spider-Man 1 mixes in with the responsibility theme from the Raimi trilogy,
Mhm.
and then bleeds into an action track.
Did
And
it sound like
Michael
that one
Giacchino,
guy? Yeah,
it did sound like Michael Giacchino.
yeah. But I was gonna say that. And this YouTuber who
Benjamin
I don't know if you know
Squire,
him. Yeah,
I have
something
to
like
go.
that.
There's Benjamin Squire, and there's also the composer that I shared with you that you told me you knew about. His name was
That's the guy that I meant. I'm pretty sure that's the
yeah,
guy that
yeah.
I meant.
I think we're talking about the same guy here.
Because he's really good.
Yeah, he's
So I
really
wonder.
good,
So I'm
but
wondering.
it definitely wasn't him because
I know it was. I
you
know
could
it
have been
wasn't him,
able
but
to.
like, did it replicate a little bit? Did it sound similar
It sounded a little
to
similar, but
his
I don't think it
style?
was him. Well, the
Of
thing
course, it
was
wasn't
that
him.
his style was trying to replicate what Michael Giacchino and Danny Elfman did,
And
and
whoever the one
James
for
Horner and
music
Hans
was.
Zimmer.
I
Lucas
keep forgetting
Salas.
it.
Lucas Salas.
There we go.
Yeah, which I
You know,
he does a
he's really
great
good.
job. Yeah, he's really great. He just uploaded a new track, by the way, to that
Yeah.
playlist. I'm gonna have to take a listen to that. His
I
stuff
have
is
his
really good.
on my music playlist. I have his Spider-Man 4 opening song,
Yeah,
like the one he made.
I gotta re-listen to his Spider-Man 4 thing.
I have that. It's really good. I'm like, ooh,
But yeah, no,
gives me chills. Makes me
it's great.
back then. It made me think that will never happen. Oh no, wait, it's
It's
gonna
not gonna
happen.
happen. Which, if
Oh,
Multiverse of Madness is any indication, Sam Raimi is probably never gonna touch a comic book thing ever again, and never gonna work with Marvel ever again.
never after
After
Multiverse of
Multiverse of
Madness.
Madness, never again. Like,
What's that?
did you hear? They're doing extensive reshoots on 6-day work weeks.
Shit.
Yeah, to get
Why? I did.
the rumor is the movie focus tested, like it. They did they do screen tests, and they do
Mhm.
private, they do like test screenings, and apparently it tested awfully. Like, it was bad. Um, so they're going back to fix some things, I guess. No indication of what. All we know is that they need something like 6 extra weeks of work to get this thing ready for May because of all the VFX involved, which is another thing. Supposedly with No Way Home, they're working until the very last second to get this movie's VFX done.
So it might not look very good.
It's probably not going to look very good. Which is unfortunate, but they they really need to get their act together going forward, because this just isn't ethical. Keep your employees working 6-7 day weeks, 28 48 hours, 24 hours a day, and
Crunch.
crunching the hell out of a movie's VFX.
Could have been done already, but okay.
Like, at this point, the movie should be in the can, ready to go. Like, they really should be just getting like their last few edits and sending out the film ready to go.
Literally comes in like 6 days, bro. Come on.
I mean, like, this isn't unheard of for movies to get stuff done at the last second. The Two Towers, infamously, was until the day before the premiere.
Yeah,
And
which is interesting.
Avengers was
But
also another thing where they had the premiere, and then they went back before the movie came out and added in the shawarma scene because it was just an idea they had, and so they did it.
This is different. This is stuff they want to add. This is for No Way Home. This is stuff they need to
This is
do.
what they
Like they
need to
absolutely
get.
need to.
They absolutely need to get. Same with Two Towers. There was like stuff they absolutely needed to get done. And like,
So
I'm
like,
sure this
oof,
movie's already edited and ready to go. It's just the
sure it is.
VFX because they can't even do music without getting a rough edit.
Hmm.
Which that was something I learned watching the Two Towers behind the scenes is that movies aren't scored like musical scored until an edit is made. With Two Towers, Peter Jackson had was struggling to get edits ready because he just wasn't happy with anything in the movie. That they didn't finish the score until like right before the movie came out.
Well, damn.
Yeah, and that was something that Peter Jackson was like, never again, never am I editing a movie that's late in this last that late ever. And so with Return of the King, they were way better about it.
I grew like he grew like all the gray hairs because of that.
Shit. Yeah.
Gee.
Yeah. With Doctor Strange, that's just like, whoa.
Strange comes out in March, right?
May. It was supposed to come
May.
out in March, but it got delayed.
Well, like, it's gonna get delayed again. Don't worry about it.
It's gonna make its May release date. It's not gonna get
No.
delayed again. If
Well,
the only way it gets delayed again is if they push Black Panther again. That is literally the only way it gets delayed again.
well,
And
considering what Black Panther is, that might get delayed. Honestly,
considering they might be recasting an entire actress, yeah,
I
because
don't
that's
know.
another
I don't
thing.
know.
They
I'm
might
not.
be they might be recasting Letitia Wright because she's genuinely causing problems on set, and that is not a good environment to work around. So at the end of the day, you got to do what's best for everyone, right? Yeah. Did you I don't know. Did you get what oh shit. Oh. Okay. One moment, everybody.
I guess he just left. Did he leave? Gabe, did you leave?
Oh, my ping went to 5,000. So I went to go fix it, but then by the time I went to go fix it, you were back.
Oh, your M1 Grand ping.
Yeah, my ping went crazy.
Bing.
Yeah.
This is stuff you'll hear in the recording that you didn't listen to.
Hmm?
I sometimes I say like little comments, you missed them, and then you might look at them back and be like, "Oh, he said that, and I missed it. Fuck."
Well, I
And
sure as
I
hell didn't
imagine
hear anything. So,
perhaps
not perhaps.
no, I meant like while I'm talking, you are like you're hearing me talk right now,
Hmm.
and I'll say like a comment in between the sentence, but you won't capture it. Your mind won't wrap itself around it, and you'll miss it and like comment around it because you didn't get it. And I'm like, maybe when he listens to this later on, he'll be like, "Oh, that's what he said," and I missed it. Fuck, it was really funny too. Oh well,
If
like
that
that.
ever happens, I'll let you know.
No, you won't. That's the sad part about it. They won't
If
be
I don't let
acknowledged.
if I don't let you know, that means I didn't hear it or see it,
Or forget about it.
or I'll forget about it.
That's the likely scenario.
That that is a very likely scenario.
The most likely one.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Uh, shit. We'll just fucking see, won't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I might as well move on from this and get into. You want to talk about Halo?
Yeah, boy. Game's pretty good. What can I say? I've been excited for it. Well, I should just say the whole story for Halo Infinite, how I felt about it all these years,
Mm,
and now that I'm playing the campaign. So Halo Infinite, upon its announcement in 2018, I believe, E3 2018
yes.
Xbox conference, yes. Um, didn't know how to feel because Halo has been a trash fire even before that.
Oh
Um,
boy.
and and I thought the marketing, even for Halo Infinite, the way they've been showing it to us was garbage back then. Like there was the I believe 2019 E3 2
That was just the
E3
cutscene,
conference.
right?
It was just another cutscene, and
Yeah.
we thought, fuck. And I had an argument with you guys about the fact that it's kind of bullshit that didn't show gameplay.
Then
Yeah,
I don't even remember
that
this argument, but
I,
yeah,
I I remember it though because I thought, hey, they've been implemented for a long time, so I thought why not show gameplay at that point? So I
it
thought,
must
yeah,
have. It just yeah, it just wasn't ready.
probably didn't have anything to show at that point, and I'm like, okay, why show the cutscene?
If that's
And,
all
and
they
we
have,
also
that's
argued,
all they can show, right?
also talked about the fact that it was probably the console limitation, and at that point I was like, okay, then why show anything still? And then came 2020, um, the gameplay
The
reveal, I believe.
infamous gameplay demo. Yep.
Uh-huh. When you and I saw it, sorry, we were hyped over the fact that we got to see something about Halo Infinite.
We're hyped to just see it, and it looked promising. But yeah, even at the time, we were like, "Oh, this isn't looking great."
Yeah,
Like it
a
looks
comment,
fun,
yeah,
but
a
it
little
doesn't.
comment I made
It
about it.
doesn't look visually anything great.
It wasn't impressive
Yeah, it wasn't impressive.
for
It's supposed to be a
it's supposed
next
to,
gen demonstration,
yeah.
right?
It looked like a 360
Yeah,
game.
it looked like an Xbox One game.
That's putting it kindly, I think. Because Halo 5, despite it being really visually unappealing, looks beautiful,
Yeah, it's a
like
very good looking
graphically.
game. But
Yeah.
they also only had 3 years to make it.
Halo 5?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, remember the time difference.
I guess so.
Halo 4 came out 2012. Halo 5 came out 2015.
Right.
So this game was like 6 years.
Yeah, so we were very unimpressed with that development time
Yeah.
if it was
But
that
at the
long.
time, it was like, yeah, they've been at this for a little bit. And what they have doesn't look very good, but
It's
it could be
unacceptable.
fun. It just, yeah, it wasn't going to work out. And luckily, they listened and said, okay, we're going to delay the game another year, maybe even more, to get this right.
hmm And
And
even before the gameplay reveal, I had my worries
because
due to
you
the
don't like 4 or 5.
no, not really that either. It was the headlines that were coming in about
Oh,
directors
right.
of the game
Right,
of the game exiting.
the original directors left. They were going to supposedly restart the entire story,
Mhm.
which now come to think of it, I don't think any of that is. I think that's bullshit. That last part, because
Maybe.
if they rewrote the entire story in the span of a year, we need to hear about how bad they crunched these poor devs because there's no fucking way.
Well, I know they crunched these devs because look at the multiplayer. That that that's basically that. I feel like they rushed that out. They needed to get something out, and that's what we got. What we got
Well, they
now.
wanted to get something out for the actual 20th anniversary of Halo, and
Mhm.
so they
Yeah.
just dumped out multiplayer that was finished. Everything is in the game. It's just locked out. Like that was found in the Steam files. Everything is in the game. Was in that 20 gigabyte download. Everything was there.
Well, we can get into that later
They were
due
just
to
locking
these
that out.
we can get into later more
Yeah.
with these updates. But yeah, hearing about these directors leaving, even some game designers exiting, it was like, oh shit, is this gonna turn out like another Halo 5 or 4? Damn, what's gonna happen? Um,
And then 2021 rolls around,
yeah,
and they've got more to show.
we got some pretty good marketing
Well,
for the game.
it started with the multiplayer reveal right at E3.
Mhm. And then we got a game overview, um, which was Master Chief in space, just roaming
Mm-hmm.
around. And what was cool about it was the way the model acted, like Chief carefully moving aside the Marines and not giving a shit about the Covenant forces in space. It was like, oh, this is very much Master Chief. What the fuck was this in Halo 5 or 4? And the music playing in the background were Cortana. talking. It was like, huh, okay, this looks promising. Then it cut, and I was like, oh fuck, it cut. Damn it.
And then they did the,
But
and then they put out
but
the
it,
campaign overview trailer. That was like what, like
mhm,
10 minutes,
I believe so.
and
Yes.
that showed like a bunch of the campaign, and it was like,
Yeah, and
oh,
it got me hyped. It got me hyped. And the multiplayer
grappling
trailer also
hooks, man,
grappling hooks.
grappling hooks.
The multiplayer trailer, the cinematic one, also got
Yep.
me fucking hyped. Like I wanna be a Spartan, bro.
Hmm.
I wanna. Then we waited, or we so did. I got a PC.
You did.
A reason being on why I wanted to, get a PC. I wanted to play Halo Infinite because it looks.
Part of the reason I wanted a PC was to play Halo Infinite,
Mhm.
because I knew it wasn't getting an Xbox. So I was like, well, that's my only other option.
And of course we got the leaks, the rumors saying that it was kind of that the multiplayer was gonna release early on the 20th anniversary.
Yeah, on the
It
15th,
did. We
and it
it
did.
did. We talked about the
Yeah, we did.
multiplayer. We like it. It's just missing.
I
It
have,
has
yeah,
issues.
we talked about it last week. My issues still stand. If anything, I actually have more just like overall complaints about certain game modes, particularly capture the flag. It's absolute bullshit. Hey, Sebastian.
I was told to ask you.
Hmm.
I think it's fake.
Picture.
Mm-hmm.
So that picture is most likely real, due to a source that the person who originally posted it, the person who posted it, had a source close to the production and was told, yeah, that thing is real.
And he took it down off
And he took it
Twitter
down
quickly.
immediately off of Twitter after hearing that, because he thought it was fake. So he put his watermark on it and then uploaded it, thinking, nobody's going to give a shit. It's fake. It's clearly fake. And then he's told, no, this shit's probably real. And he goes, uh-oh.
Busted.
Busted.
Besides, look at Toby's dick. That is
Yeah,
a
no,
comment by
that
him.
was the actual comment he made. Was his reasoning for thinking it was fake was, look at Toby's dick.
The lighting doesn't match
Yeah,
up, I
apparently the
guess.
lighting didn't match up. I I don't know.
But see, now you know. I didn't say it. He did.
Yeah.
Ask Gabe.
I swear I've seen that exact same still photo of Spider-Man.
Which one?
The one that's
Tom
in the
Holland.
picture.
Tom Holland. I swear to God, I've seen him look exactly like that.
uh, would have been Far From Home with the costume, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the thing about the picture that kind of confused me, is because he's supposed to be wearing the one that's got the gold on it.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's
Also,
CG, which it very well could have been CG.
Toby Maguire's face does not at all look like it is in the photo. Like it looks like it's a
I
completely
mean, we've already got
separate thing
that video of Andrew Garfield on the set
that he claims is
that he
fake.
claims is fake, and in that video,
Well, did you see?
there's a different angle that shows Toby, and that looks like this same set. So
Because I saw a corridor video on it, and I think they did say that it was
yeah,
fake.
no, they said it was real, because there was
Are you sure?
a video. I watched the same corridor video. They said in the video, because somebody else said that, oh, I faked it using a deep fake, and
Yeah,
Corridor
then
broke
they
it
said
down,
that
saying
was
that
fake.
that wasn't true. It's definitely not a deep fake, and that it's probably real.
I'll be honest. I was convinced because of Toby's haircut.
That it's real or fake.
Yeah, that is real.
I mean, that is Toby's hairline now.
Yeah.
Like if you look at pictures of Toby now, yeah, that's just what he looks like. He did not
That's
He
how I
age
was
the
look
convinced.
greatest.
old.
He didn't age the greatest. I mean, Toby's
Oh,
like
he looks
what?
good
He's like what,
in the
50?
suit.
He looks good in the suit, but he's got to be like 50.
He
I'm sure he's
doesn't look. His face doesn't look older.
it's the lighting, I guess,
It's probably the lighting, and it's also
and makeup. Makeup.
a low res image. Yeah, he's
Also
40. He's
makeup.
46, and for perspective, Andrew Garfield is 40, or he's
Mm.
38. He's approaching 40.
The
I don't
bottom
believe you.
picture is more believable.
It's funny, that was the one I initially thought was definitely photoshopped,
Yeah,
because
Matt Murdock. He
it
looks
doesn't look
CGI. I
like
don't
he's
know.
there at all.
Yeah.
It looks like harder. I mean, like the whole
Yeah,
image.
because there's so many details in
Like
that image that are
everybody
so
else
hard to
looks.
fake.
Mhm. Also, Tom Holland just looks like he has the body of Captain America when he came out of the soldier serum at the
Hmm.
beginning with his white T-shirt.
Also, there was a detail about that bottom
Thank you
picture,
much.
the Matt Murdock one.
Mhm.
There was a detail about that in the full picture. You could see Tom's shoes, and they were the same shoes that he was wearing in the scene on the bridge in the trailer. Somebody found that he was wearing the exact same shoes.
Mm.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, and also another detail about this top picture: the Far From Home version of this suit is actually different from the one that's in No Way Home. Because in No Way Home, it's I think the abdomen section where like the belt would be is all black. In No Way Home, it's just a stripe of red, and there's no belt. So
Maybe he lost. Maybe he lost it.
that is the No Way Home. No, they straight up changed the suit and thought nobody would notice. But yeah,
How does he follow his webs then? That was the point of the belt. Hmm.
I mean,
I guess we'll see.
I think Amazing Spider-Man and Amazing Spider-Man 2 were the only times we ever saw the belt that he actually had to change them. Because I don't even think in Homecoming he ever had to change them.
He did. Well, yeah, he did.
I don't remember.
Yeah, there was a scene where he was eating a churro and then he ejected the web ammo. I'm just gonna call it that out of his wrist,
Yeah,
and he
the
was like,
cartridge.
yeah, he was like juggling it
Mm.
to a point, and then he was like walking on the side of the roof for a second of the
Hmm.
building.
Hmm.
That's where he saw the robbers robbing the bank.
Right. Yeah. What
So,
were we talking about?
there you go.
Halo Infinite?
Yeah. So yeah, at a certain point, I had my doubts for the game, but then recently, 2021 was when my haha, started to be refilled. Then I waited for the campaign, downloaded it, and I started playing, and I fucking love it. I love Halo Infinite, the campaign. I love it so much. I love nearly everything about it. I love, you know, the characters mainly being Chief, Weapon, and I forget the pilot's name. Unfortunately,
Echo 216.
no wonder I don't remember. That's what we're calling him. Okay,
It's Echo 216. Yeah. I
yeah,
I know his actual name, but I won't say anything.
it's something Hispanic. So
Yes,
Yeah, 'cause he speaks Spanish.
he does.
yeah,
And obviously, everybody that speaks Spanish is Hispanic. It's just common knowledge.
no, like not everybody.
No, I disagree. Everybody.
Yeah.
That's why I had to stop learning Spanish.
Not
Because
Hispanic.
I'm not Hispanic.
What about Hispanics who can't speak Spanish?
You mean
They're
me?
not.
You mean me?
Gabe's not Hispanic.
You're
Oh,
an example.
Hate to
Oh,
break
okay.
it to you.
I'm not Hispanic.
Nope.
Damn.
Sorry, you just gotta cycle through and find out what you are.
Yeah. I have not played the Halo Infinite campaign just yet.
I
you
like it.
you should
I should, and I will
when you get to it.
when I get to it.
Ernest, how do the vehicles control?
They control fine.
I haven't used one yet.
How far are you in the game?
I'm in the open world.
Like just now, or you just haven't decided to use the vehicles?
No, I've been in the open world for a while. I've been doing all the missions in it, like the side missions. I just
Wait.
use the grappling hook.
All right. Yeah, the vehicles control fine.
You know the mission where you have to, it's the bounty, and you get the energy sword,
Yeah.
and it's how it's on the bottom of the map.
Uh-huh.
I went around the outside of the mountain and then up and over the mountain to get there instead of just taking the path.
Yeah, I've definitely been doing that too, where I just climb the mountain instead of just taking whatever path they
I
have
think
for me.
I think I grappling hooked out of the map to get there. Like I genuinely think I skipped part of the whole map to get there, because the way I went back was I just went on the path.
Yeah.
but I definitely was out of bounds because I was hitting invisible walls.
Yeah, which definitely surprises me how far you can go in the map in the mountains, because there's really no limitation
I think it's
until the barriers.
I think it's cringe that you can't jump across the like closed bridges. Like there's a part like if you're jumping across, there's like a part where you just get like 10 times gravity and you plummet
Yeah,
and you can't make that jump. Cause I had definitely found a couple spots where I could definitely jump from
that
map to
yeah,
map and it
that's
wouldn't
happened to
let
me.
me.
That did happen to me a few times, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Until I realized that
And then I realized I could fast travel to a different one because I was like, oh wait, I have access to that map.
it took me a minute to realize that I could fast travel. Took me a minute, but I didn't mind. I don't fast travel too much.
Mhm.
I
I don't
like
think I'd ever fast travel in that game. Probably just grappling hook everywhere I drive.
I mean, the
yeah.
map's not that big, and it
Yeah,
honest.
comparatively, yeah, to other
I
open
mean,
world games.
that's not a
No,
bad
it's
thing.
not a bad
That's
thing
not
at
a
all.
bad.
It's
Wow.
not a
That's
bad
I
thing
not a
at all.
bad
mean,
thing.
hold on. I wouldn't say it's not that big considering where I am now. Spoilers.
Well, it's not big for me right now.
I mean,
That's what she said.
I'm also
But
just
carrying
coming off
on.
of Far Cry 6, and Far Cry 6 has a ridiculously big map. So, but it's
Um,
also just not a fair comparison. They're two different games.
yeah, one's built around the open world. One is supplemented by it. I look at the Halo open world more like the big areas in Sword and Shield than
Oh yeah,
actual
yeah.
open world.
The giant. Here's where you get to run around everywhere. Part of the map.
Yeah, I look at it more like that.
I'll be honest. The open world of Halo Infinite reminds me a lot of Metal Gear Solid 5.
In what way?
Well, there's the vehicles that you can bring in from
Right.
whatever base.
Right.
There's the companions that you can take with you. There's the fact that your character is fucking Superman to an extent.
This is the closest I've ever seen like actually Master Chief in the books.
Yeah,
Like it is crazy just the kind of stuff you can do with Chief in this
I don't know.
game.
I think Master Chief in the books would have won that first cutscene where you get dropped
Oh
off.
yeah.
I think he would have just lifted the Halo ring and taken it to Earth. Here you go.
He would have like shattered him to dust.
I will say I've seen
Well,
like a walkthrough of like that first hour, and that opening cutscene is really jarring. Like it just happens. It feels like there's not any build up to it.
yeah.
Well, it's just the premise.
Yeah.
I like the transition to gameplay though.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Do you notice that the cutscenes have like a continuous shot thing?
Also, did
Yes,
he
I did
get
notice they are doing one takes.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
That is really cool.
new armor between
Yes.
5 and
Yeah.
Infinite? Like I know the design is different, but did he canonically get
I
new
don't
armor?
know because the time between 5 and Infinite is 6 months.
Well, I feel like there's just retconned every design that Halo 5 and 4 had.
Because I was gonna say he doesn't have the crack anymore.
No, he doesn't have the crack. He also doesn't have the chain anymore with the AI chip because it's just in the helmet still.
hmm I thought I had a grasp on like remembering what Halo 5 was about, but once I started, I was like, huh, where's what happened? Where
Yeah,
did Cortana
where's Blue
go?
Team?
I was like,
Well, well,
where is Cortana in this? Because I do not
I
remember
do
the
know
ending of
where
Halo
I
5
do
as
know
much
where
as I
Cortana
thought.
is, and I don't want to say
I should mention
Why
that
is it an
that
Infinite spoiler or a Halo 5
it's an
spoiler?
infinite spoiler.
Oh, okay.
you can spoil Halo 5 for you once.
I don't even know if Ernest knows this, so I won't even say.
Weapon it has the same voice actor, right?
Yes. Well,
Okay,
Yeah,
it should
so
be.
I'm
It's the
not.
same character technically.
yeah. The idea is that she's
She's
like
an
a copy
exact
of
copy
Cortana.
of
Yeah,
Cortana.
I like their
Oh
interactions.
hell yeah.
She's great.
It's
They did a great job with her.
it's like Thor and Wonder Woman in their first movies where they're like, "Oh, what's this? What's this?"
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Where
yeah, yeah.
she's like a kid
She's
figuring
So
everything
in
out.
I
Wonder
love how the
Woman,
entire time, like every time she sees something new, she's like, "Why?"
did you say Thor and Wonder Woman?
He did.
Yeah, like when they come to Earth and they don't know anything about Earth.
Oh, you meant I
Like
think you meant like they were some movie where they were together. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? No,
no,
you're
like
just talking about how.
she has the
The
childlike
naivete.
inc- yeah.
Yeah, I love that she's always just like questioning everything. And
Uh,
I
I like
talked about
that.
this with Ernest, but Chief got jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's they finally let him speak.
But I like
Well,
that he doesn't speak all the time.
I guess I should comment
Yeah.
that Chief has been pretty has had some banter in the past.
Yeah.
And Halo Combat Evolved, I remember no less from him because he barely spoke in that game.
He like never speaks in
Yeah.
that game.
Halo,
Well, and he also did have jokes in the old ones,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
he didn't speak. I feel like at this point, he just knows that he'll win anything that gets thrown his way.
Well, he
So he's
has
like, why do I even care
no, he
anymore?
literally
Well, I
has
don't
a
know about
comment
that.
about the banish where the weapons like, well, how do you know you're gonna win against the Spartan killers? And he goes, because they'll have to get through me.
Well, it's kind of like Samus Aran in Metroid Dread, where she's experienced, confident, she knows what she's doing, but not cocky. Like,
I mean,
but
I
yeah,
like
Chief isn't
that's
cocky
but
I
either,
real
but he's got jokes now.
yeah.
I really like the uh it looks like it needs to be hacked. Do you know how to hack?
Nope.
No,
No.
and just
No.
punches it. Also, there
No.
is a
That was
like
a
with
very
I have
Doomslayer vibe
yeah,
from that when he
It
that's what I told my
when
was.
he just
boss at
starts
work. I was like,
beating things up.
it's like if Doomslayer talked. That's like the kind of vibe I'm
Well,
getting from Chief in this game.
if
And had
Doomslayer
like
talked, have you
Well,
and had
played
like
he
the
does
Doom
best
talk.
Eternal
He
voice.
does
DLC?
talk in Doom Eternal, but
Yeah.
Really?
yeah,
Yeah.
you get his
That seems
backstory, and
weird.
he just keeps going like, it's like what did he keep saying? He's like, hell, eternal,
It was
kill,
like
kill.
monsters,
Yeah,
demons,
monsters, demons, kill,
and
kill,
tear,
kill, rip and
and
tear.
tear.
That doesn't seem natural.
It was like a mumbling baby.
It was weird
That's like if you care for original internal story, I pity you.
because like
I don't know
in
if
Doom
I'm a
Eternal,
fan of
Doomslayer
him
has a lot of
talking.
like comedic like hand gestures and just movements, and Chief has that in
Mm.
this game too, which is just really fun to. Which I guess I should tell Sebastian. I know the
You
Cortana
saw
and
the
weapon
ending.
story. I've seen the ending. And I will
I haven't
say
even
with
played it though.
nope. I will say with no context, Chief is like way more openly emotional about things.
Well,
Considering what
I
he's been through, it's just makes sense for him to be like this now.
But
well
there's Halo 5.
I've already seen a part where he's like taken aback and
Yeah,
stuff.
he has a lot of
Like
that in this game where he's
I
just
don't
like,
know I don't know if you got to it. Do you have the echo sensor or whatever, Ernest?
Uh,
Or the threat detector, I mean?
yes, have it.
Okay, so you know about the scene where he saves the Spartan
Mhm.
and then the Spartan dies in his arms?
Yeah.
yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, that
That
part.
one took me aback. I was like, whoa, Chief is just like taking this in.
Mhm.
And I love that every time that happens, because it happens multiple times, every time it happens, he's always like taken aback by it, and he's always just like, I don't know. I feel like this game has given us a lot of development for Chief that like we really haven't seen in the other games. Is like to this extent. To this extent,
Oh, yeah. Okay. I was gonna say Halo 4 does some of this.
yeah, it does a lot of this, but not, I guess, this well.
And Halo 5 is just fucking edgy.
In Halo 5, he's just down bad.
Where did Spartan Lock go?
Oh well.
There are references to him right in this game.
Yes, I was gonna mention that if you're a little confused with the whole cutscene, the game allows you to look for audio logs describing the events that transpired beforehand,
I feel
or
like
even some events.
they just kind of forgot the Guardians.
They mention the Guardians.
They do.
Yeah, there was a point
Because
where
now we're
Lasky is
dealing
like
with the Endless
the Banished too.
and the Banished, but that's from Halo Wars,
The monkey people?
which I do miss
Or
Craig.
I guess more the ape people.
I miss Craig.
Yeah, they gave him like facial hair.
Yeah, they gave him a mohawk and a beard.
He's going
Yeah,
through a
character.
midlife crisis.
It gives him more character. I like that.
Yeah, but I miss Craig. I miss when I can. I
Yeah,
miss when I can make fun of this game.
But no,
I
you
like
can't.
I
Well, you
like how
can, but
when you teabag enemies with the physics, they teabag you back, and like their hips like thrust back at you.
dude, I
It's
gotta.
really a sight to see.
You understand? You need to understand how happy I was when I died to an enemy, and they still kept shooting me. Reminded me of the Alterlo games where they just kept fucking shooting you, even though you're
I
dead.
like I like the grunts.
Oh hell
Oh,
yeah!
I actually
He's
That's
like,
saw. I actually saw a clip where a grunt mentions how he was dared to kiss one of the elites,
hmm
and he goes, "There's
one of,
no way I'm gonna do that."
one of them was like, you may have a bigger gun, but I may also be scared, and he starts running away. I mean, I butchered it, but it was something like that.
The
Yeah.
guesses have always been very funny,
No,
but
they
I think they
always
just
have.
Yeah.
top it
Yeah.
here. It says top it in this one.
Wasn't it? Was it Halo? Was it 4 or 5 that had them as like buddies in a mission where they were just sitting on like chairs or something?
Halo 5.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
Halo 5. That's
Yeah.
where you get a skull.
Yeah. He's like chilling out with like an elite or something or another grunt.
If I can give Halo some credit, is it's that you can have some interactive moments and
There
before
is.
this
I did
post
see
missions.
if you
Every,
fall down a specific hole, there's two dead bodies and a couple barriers, and one of them is a grunt and the other is a marine, and each side is it has a light that's shining red and a light that's shining blue, and it
mm,
could be a reference to Red versus Blue. I don't know. There's already a couple in the game in like the
There's a couple
multiplayer. There's a
references.
couple references to, but there always is. I think the
There's
only one that doesn't have one is 5. Halo 5 doesn't have a reference to Red versus Blue.
there's even a video game donkey reference,
I did hear about
believe it or
this.
not.
I didn't
Yeah,
see it.
in his Halo recap videos, which are actually pretty funny, he calls the fuck, what's his name in Halo 1 and 2, the giant ball eye.
Oh, something 343.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, it's like
But
waypoint.
the
It's like
Covenant had it.
waypoint 343 or something like
Yeah,
that.
the Covenant also had a name for it. I forgot what it was too. So, but uh, yeah, he called it Evil Zerg. And there's an AI in the multiplayer called Zerg.
Oh,
So there you go.
343
It's
Guilty
pretty neat.
Spark. That was it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which Guilty Spark is, I guess, another character from the lore of Halo. That's just like that's actually gonna be in the TV show.
Okay, I wonder if we're gonna get Arbiter in the TV show.
I, I mean, if we focus specifically on, the Covenant and that side of them, then yeah, we'll see the Arbiter. But I don't know if they have the budget for that.
I don't know if they have the budget for Keith David.
No, they'd have the budget for Keith David. He's really not as expensive as you think.
I think he's pretty. I don't know. I've been seeing him and stuff. I like to see him in
Yeah.
more stuff, honestly.
Honestly, I would love to. I think I said it to you. This game should totally get like DLC expansions.
Sure. And we talked about the fact that it could probably be Agent Lock DLC or Blue
Yeah,
Team
we could.
DLC.
Dude, give me some Blue Teamer Lock DLC. Like, just expand this story.
Yeah, you could totally like.
oh,
Um.
Ernest, sorry to cut you off, but I just remembered. Have you had one of the banished throw a grunt at you yet?
Yes, I believe I have.
Wow, that's cool.
That
Yeah,
reminded me.
the grunt when the grunts pick up the two plasma grenades, sometimes the banished will throw them at you.
Have you guys seen the elites holding UNSC guns?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's just wrong. That just feels wrong. See, seeing the elite carrying the bulldog,
I think
it's funny.
it's funny, but it's pretty cool given what the game is also about. How
Yeah.
they're just like in this one planet. I'm not. There's not many
The ring,
supplies around.
the ring.
Yeah, another ring. Yeah, there's not a lot of supplies around. It's like Far Cry 2.
Yes, so
So they just gotta make do with what they have.
yeah.
So even the banished, like fucking hell, the banished with rocket launchers, bro.
Someone
How's the villain? I know Atriox the villain, or is the other guy the villain?
Oh, the guy being who? The guy
What's
that
his
beat you up.
name? Esh something.
Oh
Okay.
well I'm far in
Um,
the game. I mean, they keep saying stuff about him, So I can't really say much without spoiling anything.
Escarum,
Yeah, again, I can't say anything about him. That's spoilers territory right there.
right? Okay,
But I do
that's
like
fine.
the guy that we see. I forget his name.
Oh,
Say it again.
Atriox, because he's
Atriox.
specifically from Halo Wars 2.
Yeah, I do like Atriox. I like his dialogue. I like the manager's dialogues.
Yeah, the Banished
The
seem
stuff they
like
speak.
they seem like cool villains.
They
I'm
do.
just reading some of the quotes the grunts have been saying to people. Uh, when someone was hiding to recover their shields, one of the grunts said, "All you're doing is delaying my death." I hope the human I hope the human afterlife sucks. When someone missed a sniper shot, one of them said, "Don't worry, his aim is garbage."
I did hear
Uh,
like stuff like the jackals being like, you like melee him and he melees you back and he's like, try again.
yeah, they did. You look funny and no one likes your mom.
Man,
Okay.
they're giving me the same vibes as like the psychos in Borderlands 2, where they just start spouting out, they just start doing soliloquies from Hamlet.
Oh, now I remember. For a while, did that where they had giant enemies throw small enemies at you. That took me
Yeah,
a while.
the hobo goblins throw just the regular goblins at you, right?
Yeah, that was it. I was like, why have I seen that?
Yeah, no, there's a bunch of other games that do that. I think
That was
even
bothering
in
me.
Shadow of Mordor or Shadow of War, the trolls take the orcs and throw them, or the goblins and throw them at you. Or maybe
That's
I'm
how
thinking,
nice of them.
or maybe I'm thinking Lego Lord of the Rings because I'm pretty sure they do that in there too.
Here's a poem for the Master Chief. Your blood is red, your teammates blue, your parents don't remember you.
Jesus, no chill.
Damn, bro. Still say
Mm.
that. But yeah, DLC would be pretty neat for Halo Infinite, being like expansions for the story in some like a different planet or even in the the Halo.
Mhm.
Because
Another ring.
this because there's a lot you can tell with the audio logs that they gave us in the game. Like that
Mhm.
could be a campaign right there. Because little game out there called The Last of Us had had a mission where you're collecting. Well, that's not the main mission, but you're like in the sewers and if you collect these papers telling the story of the people who used to live in the underground place, you know, the sewers. They built a whole ass community there with a school, defenses, a kitchen, everything like that to run a place, and you learn how it all went to shit. I thought back then when I played it that that could have been a pretty cool DLC to have for your game. But no, we got left behind instead, which is fine. But I think it's a missed opportunity, and Halo Infinite could do that too. Missed it,
It all depends
missed.
on what 343 decides to do because they do have a what, like a 10-year plan on this game.
It.
And
I don't think people. I don't think people like lock enough for that to happen.
I
I
mean,
don't know.
at a certain point, you just got to acknowledge Locke is around, and
No, he's around. They mentioned him.
at a certain point, it's gonna be like, okay, what is Locke doing? And so, I wouldn't be surprised if they do make Locke a DLC.
But what if I simply do not care
Well,
what Locke is doing?
And many
Or they just
and many
say,
don't.
Locke retired.
Well, that's
and
impossible
there's
because
also
they
his
do mention
team.
him.
There is also his team.
I was like,
So
apparently they actually
They
were
also retired.
from what I'm getting on the auto logs. Apparently they were in the same ship before it went down. They were all in the
the
Infinity.
Infinity, really?
Mhm.
Wait, Locke and
I
Blue
think so.
Team and his team and
Not Blue Team. Blue Team was somewhere else.
right. But Locke and Chief
Uh,
were on the Infinity.
probably I probably heard him wrong because he do mention Locke
Yeah,
because Lasky was in Infinity.
right. I did hear about that Lasky was
I
in
don't
the
know. I don't
Infinity.
know if Dr. Halsey was in. She was in Infinity, I believe. Dr.
Yeah.
Halsey might have been,
What
Can't
but
Palmer?
for
What
that
about Palmer?
I don't think Palmer was in it. They do mention her too,
Yeah.
but I hear no one likes Palmer either.
Mm.
So it's fuck. Um,
apparently
That's
in Halo canon, she apparently had a good night with Vic from Red versus Blue. Because Red versus Blue is canon. Halo.
It shouldn't be, because that just fucks up everything.
No, there's
Like,
actual like logs in Halo Reach about Halsey talking about the guys in Blood Gulch and how they're
Yeah.
insane, but she can't help but laugh at them.
That's because Halo Reach is the GOAT.
I always thought that it was just jokes, all these Easter eggs. Because
No,
if you look
they're
at
straight up in
if,
Halo lore. Yeah.
seriously, if
Nah,
you look at
the sandwich Easter egg is 100%
no, because I'm serious.
canon.
If you look at Red vs. Blue's whole story and put it with Halos, it just doesn't make any fucking sense putting those two together in the same universe. Not at all.
Do they ever leave Blood Gulch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like
I've
like
never watched any
volume
of it.
3? Was it volume 3 that they left? Because they moved to it was the Doc saga or whatever. O'Malley. The O'Malley stuff was when they left Blood
That was
Gulch.
no, that was just the Black Gulch of
No, I thought
Halo 2, I believe.
after O'Malley did his shit.
No, like it like they left and then they came back. That's
Yeah.
all like
And then they were in Halo
Mm.
2, and then they went to Halo 3, and then that's when we got Washington.
Volume 4. Volume 4 was Halo 3, I
And
believe.
that's
And
when
they
Washington
killed the Master
when Washington came in.
Nerd.
Because we had all that stuff with Tex, and I used to watch Red vs. Blue.
Yeah, when it was good.
When it was on Netflix, and so I literally had a day where I binged like 4 volumes of Red vs. Blue. It was not healthy at all.
It was really good though. I don't blame
Yeah, I
you.
stopped watching after like I want to say volume 7. So that's all that was on Netflix, and so I was relegated to what was on Netflix, even though I could have watched it on YouTube.
They added more after that.
Alright,
Like
I'm a head out.
Okay.
I only came in to ask about the Spider-Man photo. I took melatonin like over an hour ago, so I'm sleepy, and I have
Alright.
work at 9. So
Yeah.
Dario.
I work at 9 to 6:15.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
be it.
See ya.
All right. See
So
ya.
yeah, good night.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you put Red vs. Blue with Infinite Story, like just Halo over,
Yeah,
it's just like, well, that makes no sense. Why are there citizens wearing Spartan armor? Yeah, I think about that and it's like, oh, it just falls apart. Like, fuck. I think you should just separate yourself from it. It's a nice thing that you're
acknowledging them.
acknowledging them to that
Well,
extent,
they always did.
since
Yeah.
they are basically a part of the Halo community.
Yeah. I mean, they have there's an entire one of the best modes in Halo was birthed out of Red
Griffball.
vs. Blue, Griffball.
Mhm.
And Griffball
Yeah.
is still one of my favorite game modes in any game. Like any multiplayer game. Griffball is just so much fun. I could keep playing Griffball forever. I really like Griffball. It's really fun. It's such a simple game mode, but it's just so addictive.
You should like balls. No answer. It's confirmed. It's true.
I can neither confirm nor deny. Yeah, it's good to know Halo Infinite is good, which I guess
Infinite's
yeah,
very good.
we might as well just jump right into the news that you sent me the other day. Of the game's next update.
Mm-hmm. Quite significant. I
Yeah,
say
let's
so.
take a look at it. Halo Community's director Brian Gerard shared the news on Reddit. Oh shit.
Oh shit.
So we're getting a Slayer playlist.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
Adjusting challenges to remove some particularly frustrating mode-specific ones, reducing some requirements for others, making the weekly Ultimate Challenge less intensive, getting there is tough enough, and adding brand new challenges to specific to the new playlists. There will be one that is based on accumulating player score and is a small initial step towards performance-based XP. Okay.
yeah. I've done so well Halo Infinite multiplayer that I'm just bummed that I don't get XP for
Yeah,
that.
you don't get XP for it. Yeah. 343 will share more details about these changes in next week's Halo Waypoint.
Yeah,
We're
boy.
actively investigating reports of intermittent hiccups affecting some players in BTB over the last few days. Okay. All right.
So, it's all exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Good reasons to get back to it.
So okay. It wasn't acknowledged in the article at all. The title, the headline of the article says that they're going to be adding free for all and SWAT this week,
Hmm. Yeah,
but the article
and
doesn't acknowledge that at all.
right.
Yeah. Um. Okay, so December 14th, we're gonna get free for all, Tactical Slayer, which is SWAT, and Fiesta is coming back.
Nice.
Okay, and Slayer, but Slayer's already in the game.
Like, yeah. Shame for no new maps.
No new maps. Um, they're also not acknowledging a big issue, which is selecting the queue.
Yeah.
I do not want to constantly be in a queue that I don't know what I'm gonna get. I mean, a change,
Sometimes I might not want to play capture the flag.
yeah, and a lot of the
Think about
times
that.
I don't want to play capture the flag.
I like capture the flag enough to play it sometimes, just not all the time. But you seem to
Oh,
have an issue with capture the flag,
I
so
it's not even
explain.
with the issue of the way the game mode is designed. Because the game mode is designed the same way it's been forever. It is just
Mhm.
something about the movement system and the spawn points of weapons and the overall balancing of the game. Or maybe I'm just having the worst queues. But everyone that I've played, every match of Capture the Flag I've played, has been like I'm playing Call of Duty. Everyone is
What it
playing for kills. No one is
yeah.
playing objective.
No, I've been very lucky to have conf consistent teammates for
Like
some
it's
time while playing the game.
it's
It's
so
not perfect, but
yeah, it's not perfect, but it's so bad when I get games where we're going 0 and 4 in
mhm,
ranked because no one is playing objective.
yeah.
And the other team are like fragging or like playing like gods and constantly getting the flag and
Mhm.
abusing the ability to swap weapons and drop the flag. And there's the mechanic of return times, where if nobody steps on the flag or claims the flag long enough, it'll just return to the gate, to the original post. And so you can kind of abuse that when the other team has the flag, or if both teams have the flag and there's a stalemate because the other person needs to get killed and the other flag needs to get sent back before you can score. There's just a lot of like looping with that, and spawn points are the worst. And it even feels like sometimes like melee ranges are awful. Like for some reason, the melee lunge with weapons, like normal like guns, is super far. Like you could be like 5 feet away, and I'm going to like when I press that melee button, I'm zooming into you. But when you're holding the flag or the oddball, you can't sprint, and when you melee, you're not lunging forwards, so you're just kind of stuck to get
Well,
hit.
that's I think that's fair. Adding a
It's
limitation
it's
to
it's
the
a
fact that you have.
fair it's a fair adjustment, but these situations that happens are when you're the one holding the objective and no one else is around you and you are just stuck.
Yeah, when there are no teammates to
When
help
there's
you,
no
right?
teammates to help you, when you're the one essentially, you know, trying to play the game and no one's helping you. It's just incredibly annoying to play. And it's just frustrating. And I play those matches with like grinding my teeth because I'm so just like, ugh, this is the worst. And so like, and it always feels good when it queues again and it does oddball, and I'm always like, oh, this is better.
Yeah, if you don't want to play, it's easy because capture the flag is usually in big team, right?
No, it's in quick play.
I usually no, well,
Oh, like back in the
I
day.
usually yeah,
Oh
or
yeah,
not
it's
even now I still usually get capture the flag on big team
yeah,
battle
but
and
it's
for
just it's just in the quick play queue. Yeah,
quick play I'm lucky enough to get it usually just Slayer or Oddball,
yeah. Whenever I do big team, it's almost always like strongholds or Slayer.
which I don't like Slayer and big team. That's
Yeah, yeah. Slayer's not very well made for big team.
yeah. So
It's
you know,
good for
is
just regular queue, and Stronghold is really good for both. So,
I like Stronghold a lot.
which will say, I do like ranked in this game a lot. I like the
I
limitations.
haven't played much Crank because I got my ass kicked.
Ranked is, for those who don't know, you start with a battle rifle and you don't have a secondary. So whatever you have, you just have to find off the ground and off the spawn points. So I actually find it way more fun because I just love the battle rifle. Which I guess we should talk about weapon balancing because it's kind of iffy. I don't.
We talked about this. We talked about Halo Infinite multiplayer
We
way
did,
back then. I
we
don't.
did, but it feels like they haven't adjusted much because the sidekick is still really good, like really potent,
Mhm.
and the AR is also still really good. But everything else kind of feels like not as good. Like there's some good ones, like what's the gun? It's the banished one. It's like a laser pistol. It's starts with like D. Disruptor, something like that.
Or is it the one that looks like a revolver?
Yeah, it looks like a Destiny handgun.
It's either of those. So the two handguns before the
Yeah,
banished.
yeah,
I am a big fan of the Disruptor, and I'm getting really into the revolver one. I
yeah,
forget the name.
yeah. Actually, I do generally like the weapon selection in the multiplayer. It's actually pretty diverse, and I like the variety it has. It never feels
Uh,
like I'm like this is the. I will say this is one of the first games that like if I see the energy pistol on the wall, I'm probably not going to take it. In fact, I
Energy
never
pistol.
the elite pistol, the Covenant pistol.
Oh, the
Yeah, the plasma
plasma gun.
pistol,
That it's
plasma pistol.
shit.
Yeah, it's
It's
not
always been
good.
shit,
It's not good.
and it will forever be shit.
Like, there's no reason to ever have it.
Back then, it was good for EMPing vehicles, but now it's like
Yeah, no,
looking at go with the
it's
fuck
just
up.
shit.
It's even shit in
Like
campaign.
the needler is still
But
like super. Like it feels like it's faster now, or the homing is just like even different. I don't know, but yeah, the gunplay still feels really good in the game. It's just the balancing is just weird.
your gameplay is really good.
Yeah, it's just good. It's a good game.
That's why I keep coming back.
It's a good game, and
Straight fire.
hopefully, if they continue to adjust the
Support the game.
multiplayer and support it, it will get better and better and better. I just would have wished the multiplayer was much better on launch because I mean, there's still issues with the battle pass and the store and overall customization and progression. They are taking steps to fix it, and I appreciate it, but I think they should really step it up in the battle pass and in customization.
Yeah, well, if you guys ask me and many, this is definitely a better multiplayer than the other FPS games we've gotten
Uh,
upon its
like
near
this
release.
year,
Yeah,
sure.
or just with the big three to be
Yeah,
exact,
this is
Vanguard and
definitely the winner of the big three, but in comparison, Battlefield 2042 is just like, holy shit, how do they ship that?
or it's the worst thing ever. So what can I say?
It's, it, yeah, how do they ship that game?
Literally worse than coronavirus.
Vanguard
What a task.
Vanguard has been getting shit on. I don't think it's that bad. It's fine. It's fine. Like it's a fun game. It plays fine. I've had a lot of stability issues with it though, with a lot of crashing and like a lot of like server issues, but it it happens, especially with big Call of Duty games. I had that a lot with Modern Warfare. So not crashes, but definitely networking issues and that stuff and connectivity. Yeah, Halo's been. It's nice to see Halo back again.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I really don't want to find out what Vanguard is like. So
you're expecting way worse than what you'd actually get.
It's Advanced. Well, it's Sledgehammer. I haven't been impressed or even liked any of their games
Modern Warfare
out of
3.
the two. Hmm?
Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah, I know, but they had help with that.
They primarily made it.
Oh, they split the teams from Ravensoft, Infinity Ward. They split from like there were two teams separate working separately. There was the multiplayer aspect and the campaign.
Yeah.
So,
And
what does
Sledgehammer had the
Sledgehammer do?
Sledgehammer had, I think, most of it. It wasn't.
No,
It
no, no.
wasn't. It wasn't just Raven and Infinity Ward. It was mostly like Sledgehammer.
No, don't say mostly because I'm saying like they split. They were like one team worked on this, one team worked on the other thing. So what does Sledgehammer work on for? It was either multiplayer or campaign. What was it? So I'll give them credit for either if for whatever they did. But their solo acts being Advanced Warfare and World War II, I'm like, ugh. But yeah, what did they do for Modern Warfare 3?
It just says they co-developed it.
Yeah, because I saw in a couple of videos saying that Sledgehammer worked on either. I think they worked on multiplayer with fuck, who was it? Because there was just a whole lot of issues with the game, with the creative team when a lot of them left.
Yeah.
Legal issues.
Yeah, Infinity Ward's co-founders left.
They may Respawn Entertainment.
Yeah, they went left and did Respawn, which that's another studio that's.
What do you mean? Well, in terms of what?
Respawn has just kind of become the Apex machine, and they've had so many issues with Apex over the years.
Yeah, but they've done so many good games. So
just the Titanfall games, like that's basic. That in Jedi Fallen Order, that's their resume. And Jedi
and
Fallen
Apex.
Order is a very good game. Titanfall, I played a little bit of Titanfall 2. It's very fun. Apex.
Is Apex not good
Apex
anymore?
Apex is fine. Like I liked it a lot when I first played it because it was the battle royale that I actually enjoyed playing. But over the years, it's just been like, yeah, this is fine. There's nothing particularly exciting about the game anymore.
Those probably just Mania would disagree with you on that. I think it's still being played a lot in it.
I'm sure it is, but it's not as big as Warzone 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 could put me to sleep. I'm sure I've talked about this before on this podcast. That I just don't. I give zero shits about Warzone. I find it so incredibly boring.
I like Warzone. I said it wasn't. I just stopped playing it because I wasn't playing it that much. Like
I wasn't playing it because I just wasn't enjoying it. Like, it doesn't help that the people that play it are absolute shitheads. Like, Jesus. But
I do like watching the compilations for it. That's for sure.
Oh sure, yeah. Fuck yeah.
Don't have a battle royale Halo Infinite. I beg of you not to have a battle royale.
They're probably gonna have a battle royale.
No, they're not. They're not.
They're probably not gonna have it. Like, right? Like,
no. Halo throughout the years has never needed something like that and never will. The point of Halo is that it's so apart from other first-person shooters. A battle royale will just insult that fact. So don't have a battle royale. You will see. I promise you.
Could have been said about Battlefield and Call of Duty, and yet they got battle royales.
Well, does really the same could have been said for Call of Duty and Battlefield?
Yeah.
I think Call of Duty is pretty samey to a lot. It's been a lot.
Sure. But Battlefield was always like the bigger shooter. It was always touted as it was marketed on its size, the amount of players you could put in the game, the destructibility of it. It was basically like playing a disaster movie. It was all out war, and it was tactical.
Yeah, Battlefield had great replications of of war.
Yeah,
to be exact, I
unrealistic, but it made for a fun game. and
Yeah,
there was no
it was
and
a
at
war
that point
simulator.
there was no complaints.
I don't know. The thing with Battlefield 2042, right?
Battlefield 5 had the battle royale.
Really?
Yeah, it was Battlefield 5. It was called like I want to say like Firewall.
No Battlefield had a battle royale.
It was called
I don't know.
Firestorm. Generic names.
Better than Blackout.
Better than Blackout. Oh boy, Blackout. Jesus fucking Christ, Blackout. I forgot. If I could forget Blackout, I would. If I could forget Black Ops 4, just in its entirety, I would love to forget Black Ops 4. I say this as someone who put like 200 hours into Black Ops 4.
I guess you enjoyed that one.
Fuck that game. I mean, I like parts of it, but fuck that game.
There's things to like. I think there's things to like.
There is. There's so few and far between. The multiplayer is not anything to enjoy in that game, though. And I don't understand
Oh,
how there's people that genuinely defend that as being one of the better multiplayers. I'm like, what? I guess I just played a different game.
well, you're a real Call of Duty fan, aren't you?
I have opinions on the Call of Duty franchise as someone who has played a lot of it because
Uh,
no other shooter has quite scratched the itch that Call of Duty has.
yeah, I'm quite simple, you see. I just stopped playing it. I stopped playing it and play the older ones. The best ones. I really miss the time when Call of Duty had like um the golden age of Call of Duty being Modern Warfare, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, and Black Ops. And Black Ops 2, if you want to add it to it for
Literally just Modern Warfare to Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare to Black Ops 2 was like the heyday of Call of Duty.
yeah. Well,
Now, those were the golden years. Those were the
many would
golden
disagree
years.
with you on Modern Warfare 3.
Well, they're fucking wrong.
I can see some fair points with Modern Warfare 3, even at the time when it really was a recycled version of Modern Warfare 2. I could
Oh
totally see the
no, it is. It's recycled. It's the same game, but
yeah.
it's tons of fun, and the
So the
campaign
complaints.
is great,
Yeah, of
and the
course.
multiplayer is tons of fun too. It's not
It is.
It's not an absolutely broken mess like Modern Warfare 2.
That's chaotic, but everyone prefers Modern Warfare 2 for that reason.
Well, yeah, everybody loves Modern Warfare 2 because it's broken.
Mhm.
And Modern Warfare 3 is also broken. But it's not the same like ridiculous mess that is Modern Warfare 2.
It's a better special ops. I'll say that.
Oh yeah. I sure do love replaying campaign missions with certain objectives.
Yeah. The campaign in that game wasn't as memorable. Like, I can recall scenes of Soap dying. That was pretty. That
I
was something.
remember like soap and the big set pieces, but I don't remember really anything else besides that.
Final mission's great, of course.
Yeah. But
But
also, I could say the same about Modern Warfare 2. As much as I love that campaign, a lot of what sticks out in my mind are the set pieces.
I remember a lot of that game, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Even the cool missions.
With like Black Ops 1 and 2, I just remember those full campaigns. Black Ops 1
Oh,
definitely more than 2.
dude, I can recap everything for those games easily.
I couldn't.
Really.
But no, I can't. It's been
Well,
so long since I played
I
them.
think Black Ops 1 is one of my favorite games of all time.
Black Ops 2 is one of my favorite games of all time.
But you can't recall it, so
Well,
it's not that good, is it?
Wait, shut up. I can recall plenty of that game. Like it's one of those things where like I played it so long ago now that
Mm.
like I am creeping in the back of my memory with that game. Same with Black Ops 1, but Black Ops 1 I can probably pick out more. Black Ops 2.
Well, it's
just because I revisited that one more recently.
Well, it's the best. It's the best one. What can I say?
Eh, not agreeing with that.
That's okay. That's okay. Like I like playing Black Ops 2 more. I think with the campaign, there's a lot more accessibility to it, especially with how much you could look around and explore for some weapons, unlockables, and even challenges. And there's also the side missions. Like Black Ops 2 has a pretty neat campaign in terms of gameplay. Not as the story ain't as refined as it was in BO1 because BO1 had a fucking twist. Oh my god.
What the
Um,
numbers in Reznov?
mhm.
Yeah.
The numbers, the rest of
I
the whole
mean,
mystery behind it.
Black Ops 2 also
Hudson.
has the stuff with Mason, which is stuff you could miss. Like, you could miss that whole reveal.
Specifically, what do you mean?
I mean, Mason, where he's not
When
actually
you
dead.
That's up to you though.
Hmm?
That's up to you.
That's what I'm saying. It's missable.
Is it?
Yeah, it's missable.
Like, well,
By technicality, if it's a choice that you can make, you can technically miss it. Like, because if it's not forced upon you as a choice that you have to make in the game, it's technically missable. Like
hold on.
full on
The the
characters in
the
RPGs.
the the, ch- the choice would be killing him or not killing him,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
But you don't miss it after shooting him because you see his face.
Right. But
So would you miss at that point?
I mean, if you killed him, no, you didn't miss it.
Mhm.
But if you didn't kill him, or no, if you killed him, you technically missed the plot point where he didn't kill him and he's alive.
Well,
But it
that's an
doesn't matter.
alternate
It doesn't.
reality.
It is the canon reality.
But wait, if you shoot him in the leg, he's not dead.
No.
So you wouldn't really miss that. Like, I think the game is pretty silly at that point because if you shoot him in the leg, no one bats an eye. Or Helson is like, shoot him in the fucking head. But if you don't, it's just boom, he's dead. I usually shoot him in the chest, so it makes more sense. And they still comment on it, but at the point you'll think, oh, shooting someone in the chest, they can die from that.
Yeah.
So I think the game's pretty silly for that, not acknowledging the fact that if you shoot him in the leg, it's like no one bats an eye. It's pretty obvious that you shot him in the leg. Like there's a guy next to you, Norega, who sees this, but he doesn't go, you shot them in the leg, my friend. He just goes the same way of saying, haha, fool. And then you get your kneecaps blown off.
Mm.
So I don't know. I think like by default, if you shoot him in the leg or anywhere else, I think you would know that he will still be alive, and that could be something in the end.
Mhm.
And of course, if you shoot him in the head, it's because you had no idea, and you're a fool, and you're sad now.
Yeah.
I wonder how many people shot him in the head and said no
Oh,
restart.
so many. I'm sure so many.
It's the fucking twist too. I'll give it that. Like even if it did, if for some reason it didn't look suspicious to you, it's a pretty shocking twist.
Yeah. I remember when I played it for the first time, I was like, no fucking way.
How do you shoot him in the head or
I shot him in the head.
like your first time?
I
Oh
shot him in
wow!
the head. Because I didn't
You
know.
thought it was
I didn't know.
you thought, you thought it was Menendez?
I was 10. What do you think I thought? I
You
didn't
were
I
a Call of
didn't
Duty player. I don't know. You were
I was 10
telling people
years old.
that you fucked their mom.
I was 10 years old and I was just like, I guess I just have to shoot this guy. And I shot him and then they tell me it's Mason and I'm like, fuck.
Did you cry?
No, but I was like my mind was like blown.
I,
Yeah.
I'll say this. I was pretty uncomfortable with when they killed Hudson. After I was like, no, not Hudson.
Oh, yeah.
Cut his throat. Such a horrible death too.
Yeah.
Like I think that's pretty badass that he died saying, "Fine, do me,
I
kill
remember
me," and then he killed him.
Bowman's death like shook me in Black Ops
A
1.
bash in the head, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember that
But you
shit?
just laugh at it now because of Sam Worthington's accent.
His
That's you.
fucking acting.
Oh, I'm gonna kill you.
Fucking
I don't know.
kill you, you son of a bitch.
I think he's just not. I remember that game a lot. I could probably recall every word that I said in that fucking game.
All right, nerd.
It's such a good game, bro. I love Black Ops so much, man. I could talk about the game for hours. How much I
Sure,
love it.
you could.
Good it is, and why it has the best campaign, and why it has the second best multiplayer, and why. Well, I didn't play much zombies, so I guess Black Ops 2 has the best one. There you go.
Black Ops 3 has the best zombies.
All right then.
I've come to a realization that Black Ops 3 is just the better zombies game.
Hold on. So I can say that Black Ops 2 has shit zombies, vanilla Black Ops 2, mind you.
Launch
With the
Black Ops
DLC.
2, yeah, totally, you could say that.
All right,
But
nice.
Black Ops 1 wasn't great either.
Really,
Yeah, you had Kino and you had 5. And
Kino's great though,
if you were
right?
stupid, you played 5. I hate
Oh,
that the community's come to love 5, and I'm like, y'all are fucking idiots.
really why?
The community is bipolar as shit.
No, I mean like why do you hate about 5? What's better about
5?
5?
Okay. How much time do you have?
All night apparently. We have a podcast to run, so go ahead.
5 is a victim of a lot of what makes Black Ops 1 suffer in terms of zombies. Because Black Ops 1 zombies, for some reason, every weapon is a pea shooter. Nothing lasts past round 10. And even packet punching. The game is just refuses to let you, unless you have a wonder weapon, you are not getting far in that mode, in any map in Black Ops 1. Now, 5 would seem to circumvent this by having a cool wonder weapon, but no, it has the Winter's Howl, which is notoriously one of the worst, if not the worst wonder weapon in all of zombies. It can't kill a thing. If you're unfamiliar of what the Winter's Howl does, it is a handgun that shoots out mists of ice that freeze zombies around you. Seemingly a pretty cool training weapon and kind of like a crowd control kind of weapon. If the damage over time was actually sufficient and it actually froze zombies, except it doesn't because the Winter's Howl sucks, and even when you pack a punch it to the Winter's Fury, it's not any better. In fact, it's arguably worse, because at that point you spent 5,000 points. You could have packed a ray gun. You could have packed.
All right.
You could have packed the ballistic knife.
I'm
not done.
Now that's weapons. Are
But
you
that's
not
part
done
of.
with weapons?
I'm not done with. There's more issues with weapons, but that's just a big problem with Black Ops 1. That's just infected every single map, which makes the game incredibly hard to replay. I know I'm totally in the minority about this, but I don't see how anybody doesn't see it. The map itself, 5.
You'd have to argue against someone who knows what you're talking about.
I would.
And someone.
The map itself, 5, is incredibly oddly layered. With Black Ops 1's movement system, you can definitely get around zombies just fine, but with the 2-hit down system, you are essentially trapped in a lot of narrow corridors with not a lot of spots for moving around. You are trapped wherever you are, and that is the Pentagon. And now that we talk about the Pentagon, let's talk about the Pentagon Thief. The Pentagon Thief is the mid boss, or I guess the only boss of the map, being probably technically the first true boss in the zombies map, where you have this Pentagon Thief who is in canon named Yuri, and he worked very closely with Edward Richtofen and Group 935, and was possessed by Samantha. I know too much about zombies lore.
You could talk more about zombies. You could talk about campaign because you nerd.
Could totally do that. I am a nerd. But the Pentagon Thief, the ability he has is he shows up when you enter the I believe it's DEFCON 5. You can enter the kind of basement of the Pentagon, which has a lot of research of experiments that they've been doing that's been infected by the zombie outbreak by Samantha. And the Pentagon thief, he takes your weapons. I don't know if you remember this, but if he catches you, he takes your guns, and you have to go and
Oh,
kill him to get them back. Now, keep in mind, this happens in a game where weapons run out of ammo incredibly fast, don't pack much punch, even with a pack a punch, and this map has the introduction of Nova Crawlers, which are constantly running around, as well as normal zombies, just trapping you in every corner you can possibly can, thus
well then.
resulting in a lot of unfortunate downs that are just not fun. And while some would argue that this adds to the challenge of the map and that you should just get better at it, you know, that is true. There is challenge of the map. 5 is one of the harder maps in zombies, and I have respect to those who can manage to get incredibly high rounds on it. But ask me that. I ask this. Is it fun to do that? Is the general loop of the map fun? To be dealing with all this constant nonsense? To be harassed with weapons that don't work?
I imagine for some people it is. I mean,
There's
asking
there
asking the wrong person if it's
there can be
horrible.
challenge to this, and I think
And
part of what makes zombies fun is challenge, but it has to be well balanced. You can't have a map like 5 where this kind of challenge exists when there's no solution, when there is no counterbalance to it. Everything in 5 is stacking against you, and you have no options to fight back. You have a ray gun. You better get lucky. And that's just part of a lot of my issues with Black Ops 1. There's obviously maps that circumvent this. Ascension and Shangri-La are great examples of this. Even Moon is fantastic, even in Black Ops 1. But Black Ops 3 does Moon and Shangri-La and Ascension way better because of the movement systems and the guns that actually work. And the better zombie AI
slide.
and slides. But hell, if we're talking about 5, Black Ops 4 has a remake of 5 called Classified. And while Black Ops 4 also has a lot of similar issues to Black Ops 1 where the guns just don't work sometimes, granted, much more annoying because the guns have attachments that you can increase the gun's firepower, but it doesn't do a damn thing. Classified is a much more fun map to play because there are options. Even though the weapons aren't great, they are useful and will get you through those high rounds. And on top of this, they actually made the Winter's Howl good. Like, it actually works. And there are other options in the mode outside of your just wonder weapons. You also have your specialist ability that can save your ass. And there's also multiple pack-a-punching and elemental abilities, and there's things you do to circumvent the challenging nature of the map and the mode. But that's just my analysis on why 5 is an absolute shit map.
Wow.
I'm sure you're wishing I could get this thorough on other things.
Oh no, I think you're better at talking. Well, you're actually pretty good at talking about zombies and
I
more
have a
stuff.
lot. I
And
have
more
a lot
stuff.
of knowledge of it. I'm very
Uh-huh.
confident in my opinions of zombies, even though I know I have some fucking hot takes about zombies.
No, I want to see you argue with someone else about this.
There are other people that if I were to argue with them about zombies, if they knew more than me, they could definitely tear my ass apart. Like those who have been in the community for 10, 15 years that know this shit better than me. Like, yeah, no.
Me, zombies is like, oh, that's barren territory for me. Never want to. I don't approach it that much, and I haven't enjoyed much of what I played in zombies overall. Like I played the one with you where we're in the trenches of World War I, I believe,
Oh,
on Black Ops 2.
Origins.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
I like that
that's a
one.
great map.
I played the Person One, Mob
Dawn
of
of
the
the
Dead, I
Dead.
believe.
And I
Your
think I
favorite one,
also,
right?
yes, my favorite map of all time. And I think I showed you Blood of the Dead, which I could write an essay on how
That was the
why.
BO4.
Yes,
Oh, that was terrible.
yeah, I could write you an essay about how shit Blood of the Dead is.
Yeah, I played that with you. It was so bad.
It's awful, and you didn't even get to see half of it.
No, I was done at that point.
It was so bad. Black Ops 4 in general just has some pretty just bad maps.
Oh, can you tell me about the maps where the Titanic and the Gladiator Arena? They look
Okay,
pretty cool from the
so
trailers.
I have another hot take about that. I actually like the Titanic map, Voyage of Despair. The community hates it, but I think it is actually a pretty solid map. It actually does kind of what 5 is trying to do, but better because, again, options. And even
That is
then,
strange because I've seen so many people like that one. From like at the
Voyage,
time, I guess.
at the time, there
Yeah,
was definitely
I thought
there was
because
more
it's
people
the
liking it at
Yakman
the time,
complimented.
but over time, Voyage has gotten a lot of shit from the community for
Oh,
it's a very large map, and the setup is what annoys a lot of people. It's a very long setup.
hmm.
The way it works is you have to teleport 4 stones that are in each part of that are in each side and section of the map to activate the pack-a-punch. And the pack-a-punch rotates. And that's another thing that you would have to, that's entirely a personal matter of whether or not you like the idea of a rotating pack-a-punch, where it moves from place to place.
I I'd say I do because it makes it harder, more of a challenge. You forces you to move around more, and
Right.
you wouldn't spam it in this exact same spot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um, the point is, the spots they chose are very crowded and very tight spots.
I was gonna say that should depend on where it spawns.
One of them is at a very bottom of a staircase that's so incredibly crowded, and only has one exit point.
Oh no,
Where if you get caught down there,
you're done.
you're done. If you suck, or even
I
if you're
do.
good, or even if you're good, you could still just get caught down there and
So you're neither. You're just godly.
you are just godly. But
I'm
it
saying I'm
depends.
talking about you.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I don't
I,
mean to.
I don't mean to brag, but I am kind of okay at zombies. There's better players than me. I couldn't get to round 100, but like that. I bet if I had 15, 20 hours to spare in the day in full, and if I just had the patience for it, yeah, I could get to round 100.
And a pause button.
Yeah, well, there's the fear of timing out because these games are online now. So,
Exactly. If you had a pause button,
yeah,
that'd be nice, right?
but there is. But sometimes the games time out and crash.
Oh,
But Voyage, I do like the rotating pack a punch because I'm the kind of player that is always moving. I don't like to stay in one spot. And so I will constantly move around and switch out weapons and try new things in the middle of a match just to throw off the pace to give me something new
isn't
to
it
do.
isn't it a bad idea to stay on one spot in zombies? Like a bad idea.
It can be advantageous depending on where you go. It all depends on the
Okay.
map and where you go.
And weapons too, right?
And what weapons you have and what's available around you. Um, but the way I play has always been I just run the fuck around
Mm.
and I hit the box constantly to get a new gun, switch up my game, try something different. I've never been the Easter egg kind of guy. I've always been like, I love the arcadey nature of the mode. And so,
Well, you don't want to find the cool theme songs that they got. Have
no,
you
no,
done
no, no.
that? Ever found a
I've
local theme
I've
song?
done that. I've done that a few times in certain maps.
Right.
I think I still remember the Rise and Drax Easter egg song. Well, no, I definitely remember the song, but I think I still remember how to get it.
What was the song?
Dead Again.
Hey,
And then I think everyone remembers the one on Kino.
115.
No, 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 the how you get it.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel like everyone knows how to get that. Yeah. There's definitely Easter eggs that have like attempted. I know I attempted the Shadows of Evil Easter egg. I almost did it,
Hmm.
but it's a 4-player Easter egg. So
Ooh.
fuck me. And I was playing 2-player, so I got fucked.
But
Yeah. Yeah, Voyage. I do enjoy Voyage, but it has many problems due to its overall size and the amount of tight corridors it can have, and the amount of boss zombies on the map, and it's just so much being thrown at you, and it can be a very annoying experience. And I don't fault anyone for not liking it, but as personally, I do enjoy the challenge of the map.
all right, what about the Gladiator
9
Arena?
is fantastic.
9?
Not yeah, that's the name of the map. 9. That map is fantastic. It's actually a reverse Kino. Where so you know how you start in one section of Kino and you have to work to get the middle of it and everything connects from there?
Mhm.
In 9, you start at the middle and then have to work to get the connectedness around it. And 9 actually
Ah,
works so that every single split way that you can go has essentially like a circular center to it where everything connects and you can just run around in one giant circle and get everywhere on the map if you wish.
so it's like a maze.
It's not even a maze, it's just one giant circle.
Also, it's very small.
It's very small, but there's a lot to it, and it's just it's just a well designed map. It's
I
just so
saw
well
that it
made.
had traps. Like,
Every map has traps, yeah.
yeah, but like that one was over exaggerated with them.
Oh yeah, they went crazy with that.
Like
But
it
it's a
looked like
gladiator arena, right? Like yeah, like even if
uh,
you when you go into the actual like gladiator arena, it has like rotating traps and like fire pits and spikes you have to avoid, and the boss battle
mhm,
on that map is actually a giant elephant.
a giant zombie elephant or just an elephant.
Just a giant like zombie elephant.
Well, then,
Like it actually clears out the arena and gives you this giant, even bigger arena where there's this big ass fucking elephant and you have to kill it.
are there zombie tigers?
Yes,
Ooh,
that was a big problem with 9 at launch because the tigers were incredibly fast and could one shot you.
oh, well, that's how tigers be in real life, you know.
So it ended up resulting in the game having to buff your health again.
Oh,
Because I don't know if you know
when
Black Ops 4, but Black Ops 4 removed all of the essential perks. So Jug, Double Tap, Speed Cola, all gone.
I thought that was just uh
They were
oh,
removed as perks
to
and
remove. I
implemented
thought
into
that
the
was
game's overall structure. So in
okay.
Black Ops
Yeah,
4, you just had 250 health.
I would have thought that they would have just debuffed the tigers'
N-
attacks.
They nerfed their
Nerfed it, yeah.
distance because
Oh,
they could
okay.
lunge very far.
Oh, they lunged.
They lunged. They had an attack animation that pushed them forward. And so they nerfed the lunge and they increased the player's health so that when they were hit by the tiger, they would not just fucking die.
Makes sense.
Yeah. That was a good buff. I mean, a nerf. But they also fucked up the dogs in the game too, the hellhounds, where they had the same problem with the lunge. But they never fixed that. Um,
See,
yeah. 9 is a fantastic map. Actually, probably I don't think this is a hot take to say it's one of the best in zombies history.
like top 10,
Like, yeah, probably top
5
10. 9 is really well made. It's the best map in Black Ops 4, like bar none.
overall.
Yeah, there's nothing that even comes
Even
close.
even multiplayer.
Yeah. I mean, Black Ops 4 has mostly just remakes of old maps because Black Ops 4 ran out of budget after they had no budget after the game launched because it sold so poorly. So the dev teams just all they could do was remake older maps. That's all they could
Yeah,
do. They
I didn't
even
know it was so poorly.
yeah, it sold so poorly and the DLC sales and battle passes were so like shittily sold.
Why is that? What do you think
It
that
was
is?
overpriced and nobody cared and the game was so like Black Ops 4 had the worst launch in Call of Duty history. The game just wouldn't work. Like
True. I did see some beta of it too.
yeah, like there's a compilation I can send you that's just every single time the game blue screened on PS4.
Your PS4 too? Did you get a
Um,
launch day?
no, that was the one I skipped.
Haha.
I skipped it. I rented it and said, "Fuck this game," and so I never bought it until last year when it was on sale.
But what could have been the reasons why it sold so poorly even on launch day?
Um, well, it sold decently when it came out, but the poor launch and just Black Ops Pass was awful. Like they they made a big deal out of being, we have no more season pass, but we're gonna sell you a season pass as a battle pass, and all of the DLC content was locked behind the Black Ops Pass, which was $50.
Oof.
And what's even worse is that Black Ops 4 launched with 4 zombies maps. One of them was locked behind the Black Ops Pass, and it took them a long time to remove it from the Black Ops Pass and let you buy it separately.
Do you think? I don't know. This is a hot take, I guess. But do you think campaign had anything to do with that fact? Or
Campaign
cared
was
enough for
never
that?
considered.
I know because it didn't have it. It didn't
It
have it.
didn't have it. It was done to, get more development time on the other modes, but because blackouts came into play, that took a lot of development time and money off of zombies and multiplayer.
Oh,
So
so
they put so
I,
much focus into blackout that the other modes suffered.
I really like to understand your saltiness with blackout now.
Well, blackout just sucks. Just like as a mode, it just Warzone is better than blackout.
Yeah, isn't the point of Warzone to improve on blackout? Or at that point, I
Blackout
guess.
was also a completely different beast because Blackout had like weird challenges and every aspect of the map was something from another Call of Duty game. And it was like this weird hodgepodge that had no identity, and like there was zombies in the map that you could fight and kill and get a ray gun. You could go through the mystery box and get a ray gun in a battle royale, which sounds cool, but it wasn't balanced at all.
The battle royale in Call of Duty Mobile was better than it. I imagine, right?
Yeah, and it also was just Blackout. Um, but it was better. Yeah.
Oh, what a shame for that game.
What a shame, because Black Ops 3 was such a high, and then they just came tumbling down. It was always like for a while it was like, oh God, please just give us the Treyarch game, just give us another Treyarch game, and now we're like, God, just give us another Infinity Ward game. Because Cold War got a lot of shit throughout its entire run, but I think Cold War is an infinitely better game than Vanguard is right now. And Cold War has shit multiplayer.
Well, when was the last multiplayer in Call of Duty ever?
Hmm?
When was ever the last good multiplayer in Call of Duty? When was it? Damn.
Probably, I mean, Vanguard's is pretty fun. It's pretty alright. But Modern Warfare 2019, probably the last, like, pretty good one.
I thought it was a Black Ops 3.
No. I like Black Ops 3's multiplayer. I had a lot of fun with it. I have a lot of great memories with it. It wasn't perfect by any stretch. It had a
I
lot of
think it's pretty.
problems.
I
Like
think it's decent.
the the
Relatively.
the supply drops system and
Mhm.
was a big leech on that game. Very big leech.
No, I think I put a lot of hours in Black Ops 3 multiplayer.
I
I
did.
think.
I
Pretty
did
sure I
too.
did.
I did too. But
Um, but I got sick of it. I did.
oh
And
yeah,
it might have been
sure a
the
lot of people
maps
did.
and the lack of weapons that I had at that point.
Yeah,
So I wasn't all into it. It was fun, but
yeah. No, that's
that's
totally
why
fair. For
every
me,
every
Black Ops 3 had a lot of personality. Like that's probably what it like makes me remember the game a lot is that it had a lot of personality.
fondly too. It seems.
Very fondly. I very much enjoy that game. I I even enjoy the campaign, even if it sucks. Train go boom.
I hate the campaign.
It's not good.
I guess like if I average every score that I have for each mode, campaign, a 2, um, multiplayer, stuff like a 6 for me. Um, and zombies is unavailable. But if I take it from you and the other maps than the first one, it could fall like at about an 8
Black Ops
based on
3?
what I've. Yeah,
Black Ops 3 is like almost a 10 in terms of zombies.
yeah. But I'm basing it off what I saw from
Oh.
when you told me, and even the maps after the first one,
Mm-hmm.
like DLCs basically.
Yeah. It only
Um,
had like one bad map, and even
and even
then, it's aged pretty well.
and even some stuff that I have played with you in
Yeah.
Black Ops 3, even some stuff.
I know you hated
Yeah,
Shadows of Evil.
I hate Shadows of Evil.
I fucking
It,
love
it's
Shadows of Evil.
it is not a good map for beginners, and that was
No,
me, a beginner.
no, it is not. But I will say this: as someone who was getting into zombies is when Shadows of Evil came out, Shadows of Evil trained my ass.
Admit it now.
Like Shadows of Evil trained my instincts as a zombie player, which is
Mm.
probably why I have sort of an attachment to it. Apart from the fact that I fucking love the map and its design and its layout, but
It's very stylish. I give it
it's
that.
very stylish. It's very atmospheric. The lore in the map is incredible. And the music and everything involving that map, it's such a good atmosphere. I love it. But it's also a bit of a nostalgia factor where that map trained me. Like that map is part of the reason I fell in love with zombies. In Black Ops 3 in
Cool.
general, I just hold in very close regard because that was the game that like just that whole year, like 2015 to 2017, that was just like I don't know, those were like some great years for me.
Yeah. Well, as a whole, putting all those factors in together, Black Ops 3 is like a 4 for me as a whole.
Hmm. For me, it's probably like a 7. Because for me, the
Mm.
multiplayer is also like a 6 or 7, but the zombies so fucking good, and the campaign is so shit.
Really shit, man.
It's so shit.
I don't know why. The reason I didn't put it at a 1 is because of the opening, not the mission, but the part where you get your limbs ripped off. That was pretty good. Shocking,
Oh,
right? You know what I mean,
Advanced
right?
Warfare did it too.
That was lame. That was lame though. It was a piece of metal just flew to your arm. Your character just didn't react at all. He just lay there silently, and then your sergeant dragged you off. On
Mm-hmm.
Black Ops 3, a robot
Yeah, comes
yanks
in,
it
beats your,
yanks it off.
jumps you, beats your ass, and rips your arms off.
Yeah, I remember the process too. He turns you around. You go to defense. He rips your arm off. You let out a ear-shattering scream. Just you try to kick him. He breaks your foot, and then you put your remaining hand up. He grabs it, and then he punches you so hard that it just comes off, and you just continue to scream, and then he beats you to death.
Yeah.
God damn, bro, it was horrific. I
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, that got me. It still gets me because I don't think I've ever seen that in Call of Duty. And there's been some fucked up in Call of Duty too, like some
Yeah,
fucked up shit in the
some fucked
campaign.
up shit. Yeah, in campaigns. Yeah.
But that was pretty unique because it felt so personal. Like your character screamed a
Yep.
terrible, terrible scream. And I was like, oh my god, I
Yep.
don't want to play this anymore.
Can I
Oh,
return this game? No, it
this
came
should be a
with your
good game.
PS4. You can't return it.
And that's it. That's the best thing about it. I didn't have to pay for it. I know, but
But yeah, just to possibly move off of this topic, the Game Awards happened.
did it? I kind of forgot about it. Not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
they sure did happen. Um,
This is the most
yeah.
inoffensive one ever. I don't care about this one, man. I don't. We're gonna talk about it still, but
Oh yeah. There's things to talk about, but
I wish we started this in 2020 so we could talk about 2020's Game of the Year awards.
yeah.
Let's talk about that one back
Well,
then.
that would have also just been you screaming for 2.5 hours, and I've just been like, mm-hmm,
Yep, what if?
mm-hmm.
Oh, you're so right.
Sure wish I cared.
Well, we're talking about it, so I assume we do, right?
Well, this year I care a little more
Why's that?
because it actually had reveals I cared about.
Didn't 2020 have has Sephiroth? That's pretty neat.
Yeah, that's it that I
No, I'm
remember that
pretty
I
sure it had more. I
actually
just
cared
don't
about.
remember. You're probably right.
I also didn't watch it.
I heard it. I listened to it
I didn't.
so
I was
angrily,
at work. I couldn't.
so angrily and
Oh,
furiously. Here you got to work.
I sure wish I cared enough to get angry about The Last of Us Part 2. Oh, wait. I'm glad I don't care enough to be angry about it.
Well, aren't you special? Look at you. I could just pinch your cheeks and tussle your hair. So keep playing it. I don't know. I I don't know. You don't care much about the first game either, so
No, I don't. I like the game, but I don't give a shit. I could care less.
you
Yeah.
said that wrong.
I said
You
that
said you could.
wrong.
You said you could care less.
I said I could. Did I say I could or couldn't? I feel like I said I
Y-
couldn't.
I heard. I heard. I could.
I couldn't care less.
There we go. Well, that implies that you do care. Stop it.
Mm,
Spelling.
I guess
Please stop saying more. Please stop saying more better. Please
that's not
stop
spelling.
saying.
That's grammar.
Uh-huh. Hmm?
It's grammar, not spelling.
I'm covering both sides of the spectrum. Okay.
Yeah, the autism spectrum. Um,
Everyone who says more better is autistic. I like that.
uh, but I guess for me the reveals were more interesting than the actual awards, at least this year. But
Yeah.
we're only gonna talk about a handful of them here, the ones that stand out to me and probably to us.
Even some pet peeves on the way for the awards. I think. Right.
What?
Even some pet peeves with the awards. Not on who won. That's fine. But more like where based and how much carrying they showed for them. For some, at least.
Mm,
Like it's still a pet peeve of mine that the fact that RPG doesn't get much recognition except a pass away
yeah.
quote unquote award,
I mean, they've
even
been
though
doing that with the score award and audio design and like esports one. Fucking fine. Do them in the pre-show. Nobody gives a
fine,
shit.
no one cares.
No one cares. But certain awards that they just kind of brush through. Like at the end, you notice they did like 5 categories right at the end,
Mm-hmm.
and they just did them super quickly because they were already going over time.
Like when the pre started, I thought okay they're prioritizing very well on what they're doing. That's good, and then they put fighting category at the brush away. Like no, the fighting category is important because fighting games are
Are
really big in the fighting
huge. They're
community. Yeah, they're
huge.
very huge.
Very huge games.
That's a priority. RPGs, they keep pumping them out like Call of Duty games every year,
Yeah,
every month too. So it's like that's an important category.
it's an important. Yeah, RPGs are an incredibly important category.
More so than sound design. I'm sorry.
Sound design is
Okay,
incredibly important.
it is,
I
but
think anything that's not the esports and like certain like special awards they give out, you should totally brush those aside. But anything that's like important to the way games are made should be recognized in a big way.
no, of course, but
There's no
genre
yeah, like
is pretty
genre, technical
really
aspects,
important.
performance, all of these things that make a game what it is, they should totally be recognized on the big
It's like
stage.
you wanna well, sound design gets huge recognition in each um, award show. from what we've seen, right? They don't get the brush off a word.
No, no, they're
They get trophies.
always yeah.
But it blows me that even though how important Senate may be, that gets the big award, but the two of the biggest gaming genres don't,
Role
like
playing games and
role playing and
yeah,
fighting
and
games.
fighting games. Like
Hmm.
it's also like VR was swept under there, family game.
And it should, because VR is the future.
And VR is the future. But it was like Jesus. They're just really just gonna like swipe away at these.
So yeah, like
But
imagine being the developers who worked at the game and be like, oh, that's all we get, really?
yeah,
But the fuck did I sign up for this?
yeah.
Like,
It's just
it
like
must be really
jeez.
disencouraging.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It wasn't like that always either. Like 2015, the best award show, mind you, um, I'm pretty sure they had like group priorities before the fucking
Yeah,
esports category went in.
that was also the first year they did it, right? So they're still figuring it
No,
out.
it was 2014 when
Oh,
they
okay.
first did it.
They were still figuring it out, though.
They were.
And like to be clear, none of my issues are with Jeff Keighley himself.
No.
He seems like a genuine guy who really gives a shit about games.
Yeah. Well, I do wonder if some people play the games and they're like, I don't know. Like I've never seen Jeff Keighley play a game.
Neither have I.
I'm I'm
But
sure he has,
he
but
also has he's put in a lot of effort into recognizing studios that no one would put on stage.
uh,
And
no,
so
I
for
very
that I
much.
appreciate that. Very much appreciate him on that.
Mhm.
But when half of your reveals are similarly looking indie games, maybe change it up a little,
A little bit, yeah.
just a little bit, you know, because a lot. I'm sorry, a lot of the games they showed blended together. Like I could not
The one,
separate some of these games because they just looked the same.
the one with the fox. I think I've seen a trailer for that game in an award show like
Which
10 times now.
which one with the fox? Wait,
The
what? We talking about
the one that is.
this game's award show? Because I didn't see no game with a fox.
It was in the pre-show, I think. It was like the Zelda-looking thing.
Tunic?
Yeah, I believe.
I didn't see that. Because when I showed up,
Oh,
they showed Risk of Rain 2. Which,
whatever that is.
so I showed up like right in the middle of the pre show. Because you told me I thought it was at 8, and then you said it started, and I was like, shit. And so
You
I
didn't miss much, honestly.
no, I really didn't. Um, but yeah, I showed up. They started talking about Risk of Rain 2. These games have already been out. And then
Yeah.
they showed off a new character for King of Fighters 15, and they announced the second open beta, which is going to be on PS4 and PS5. So definitely try that if you have time. Very
Which one?
excited.
What?
King of Fighters 15.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Only those, really?
Hmm?
Oh, okay.
what?
Okay. Only those two platforms.
For the open beta.
Oh, okay.
Games
When is it again?
February. I think it's going to PS4, PS5, Xbox, and Steam.
February.
February. Yeah.
That's when it comes out the game.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
But when is the beta again?
Friday? Friday to the 20th?
Shit.
I'm going to say.
All right.
Yeah. They also showed off Telltale is back with The Expanse, based off of the Amazon TV show,
Which is also a book.
which is also a book. Yeah, Telltale's back. It's cool to see them again. I I sure don't care about whatever game they're making.
I heard about The Wolf Among Us. They revealed it back last year.
No, it's
Well, they didn't reveal it.
Was that last year? Was that a couple years ago before they fell under?
Well, they mentioned that they were gonna make it, and then they fell under. And then last year they had a little trailer for it,
Yeah.
but we got nothing for it. So,
I assume they're still working on it.
oh, so I like The Wolf Among Us.
Unless it fell through and they just haven't said anything.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
I really like The Wolf Among Us. I hope they get back on that, but if possible. But the Expanse, I don't care about the Expanse, and
Yeah. I've never seen the
yeah,
show. Don't give a shit. Yeah, but it's just cool to see Telltale is back.
yeah,
The biggest pop off for me was Persona 4 Arena Ultimax on Steam and
hell yeah.
PS4 and Switch.
It took them
Hell
long
yeah.
enough.
Hell yeah, it took them long enough to port that. Uh, by the way, it is up for pre-order now on Steam, so
Yeah, I saw. I haven't gotten it
it's
yet.
also only $30.
As it should be.
Thank you, Atlas, for charging it cheap.
I guess we're not really aren't that
I
greedy.
guess I guess you guys don't suck that bad.
Oh wait,
Oh
look at your
wait,
PS4 store.
what
Oh
do
no,
you mean $240 for Persona 5 DLC?
I
What do
think
you
it's
mean
100
over
now.
200? Oh, because it's on sale?
No, like if like, are we talking about the DLC for Persona 5? Like if you get it all overall, it's like 100. It's like 200.
Something like that.
Yeah, I've seen that a few times in the PlayStation Store.
Yeah.
I think I've seen it like only at about 100.
Hmm.
When it goes on sale, it's about 79.99.
It's still too much.
Sometimes it is too
Still too
much.
much. Considering you can get that game for $20, like it's just is $20 now. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
haven't played that game in a while though. I'll tell you what.
neither have I. Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, it's really cool. They're actually adding stuff to it. Like in the PC version, you get the whole Persona 4 Arena story with it too, and
Oh,
all of the DLC is in there.
I was just talking about that too. Oh, nice. I haven't played the DLC of it.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, um, yeah. That's cool that they did that. So I think like Elizabeth and Margaret are in there, so you don't have to pay for Margaret.
It's
Yeah,
good.
yeah, it's cool. It's cool that they're there. Then they showed off the first like big thing of the show, the actual like show was Hellblade 2. They showed off gameplay of Hellblade 2.
I couldn't see it that much. I
It
saw around like the last 2 minutes. Look fucking
Yep.
creepy.
Yeah, that game is gonna win all sorts of audio awards because I guess like the gimmick of Hellblade 1 was that Senua um is schizophrenic.
Mhm.
And so she hears voices and they play it at different angles all around you throughout the entire game. And like that sounds just like a fucking crazy game to play, and I don't ever want to play it.
Oh wait, what's that? What's that?
I'd probably lose my mind playing it if I'm constantly hearing sounds around me.
I do hear that the game has a great story, but gameplay is
Yeah,
flimsy.
it's Ninja Theory, so that's odd. But
I kid you not. Every time I see something like, oh no, this is me. Oh, Ninja Theory, Ninja. Oh my God, Ninja Gaiden 4. That's that was me at the like. Oh, I gotta finally get it. No, it's okay.
that's Valhalla.
Yeah,
Uh, and the
Valhalla.
next
What?
thing, Valhalla. That's what's his name? Fucking Itadaki, Itagaki. That's his studio.
No, Ninja Gaiden's Team Ninja.
Team Ninja. Sorry, but it
Yeah,
was Valhalla Game Studios right before it was Team Ninja.
I,
Or
I've
did
never even heard of this
or did
Valhalla Game Studios.
Itagaki go off to? No, Valhalla Game Studios made Dead or Alive because Itagaki made Dead or yeah. Whatever. Uh, David Cage Star Wars game.
I had no idea what that was until you had to explain it to me, and
So
then I realized, oh, it's the people who made Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, and
Detroit Become
Detroit
Human.
Become Human, which I have not played. And you keep telling me not to because it's terrible, so
Yeah,
I'll take
I
your word for
haven't
it.
even played it, but I've seen gameplay in it. It's awful. Um,
I haven't even spurred a gameplay
it's
or even a look, like most of it.
look.
Hmm.
I was watching the trailer. I was actually getting pretty hype because it looked cool
Which trailer?
and it looked different.
Hold on, did you know that that game has been on the works since 2013?
Oh, fuck,
It's an old.
really?
Detroit Become Human is a very old game that they've been working on. There's
Oh,
this.
I thought you were talking about Star Wars.
Oh, no. It's literally the first time I've heard of this game.
Yeah. No, David Cage takes forever to fucking make a game.
Yeah, but like, man, I remember watching at a trailer. It was like a test footage, I believe, showing the graphics and how they were making that girl and the main character. I forget her name. Don't
Kara?
know her name honestly. Kara, yeah. Um, yeah, it was just showing the whole concept of her being made,
Hmm.
and then she was like asking questions about what's gonna happen to her as a human, and then the programmer was like, "What the fuck?" And then yeah, it just went heads up from there, and it was like, "Oh, this is very curious. I wonder what this is about." That was like in 2013, I think. It was a while back
Yeah.
because Detroit Become Human wasn't it supposed to come out in PS3 a long time ago?
I don't know, but I know Until Dawn was supposed to come out on the PS3.
Fuck,
Yeah, Until Dawn, but
I
that's
can't
not
imagine.
Quantic Dream. Well,
Yeah,
it
they're
was supposed to be a PlayStation Move game.
what?
Yeah, Until Dawn was supposed to be a PlayStation Move game until
PlayStation Move.
yeah.
Hmm, the more you know.
The more you know.
But yeah,
Okay,
Star
Star
Wars.
Wars Eclipse. Fucking this game's probably gonna be utter shit, but it will probably be one of the best looking games ever.
Yeah. Look, watching,
Uh,
I was trying to imagine. Oh, is this KOTOR remake showing us new stuff? No,
no,
it wasn't.
it's High Republic. Yeah,
Which I don't think I know about that.
yeah,
High Republic.
yeah. That's new
Anyway,
stuff.
look pretty neat. But knowing more about who's making, I was like, oh no.
It's like, oh Jesus. Yeah. Next thing, Wonder Woman game from Monolith.
Remember me who Monolith is again?
The guys who made Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War.
Ah,
Yep. That's
those games
really
are cool.
interesting. That's really interesting. I'm definitely excited to see what they do with that. And then,
How do you wait?
hmm?
Monolith, like Monolith?
Yes, Monolith Productions, not Monolith Soft, because there are two game companies called Monolith.
It's like it's software and from software.
Yeah.
Well, they haven't made a game since 2017,
Yes,
which is
Shadow of
Shadow of
War
War.
was their last game. Yeah.
Hey, let's go DC games for being good again.
Yeah.
Well, they weren't bad.
Shadow of War was supported for a long time. They had a few DLCs for that game.
Patience, baby.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm excited for that. That's probably never coming out.
Which
But
one?
that's probably not going to come out for a long time. Wonder Woman.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
With the DC games, they never come out
Yeah.
after so long.
But after that, we got Alan Wake 2,
Mm,
which was a very big reveal because it didn't get leaked.
that's so.
That is so.
Well, I didn't hear about it, so probably not.
Yeah, I didn't hear about
But
it either. Because I did hear about the Quantic Dream making a Star Wars game, but I didn't believe it.
you don't want to believe it.
I didn't want to believe it. But yeah, no, that's exciting. I'm sure for
Never,
Alan Wake
never,
fans.
never played the
I've
first one.
never played the first one either, but I'm sure this is exciting for Alan Wake
Oh, sure.
fans.
I think the developers made out Control
Yes, I did
and
play a little bit of Control. It's
Quantum
weird.
Break.
Yeah, everyone's got a misfire.
Ooh, everyone's got a Quantum
Everyone's got a
Break.
misfire. It's okay. Alan Wake and
Um,
Control are good.
I've never even seen gameplay for Alan Wake. I'm
it's a third person game.
I'm very unfamiliar with that
It's a
game.
third person action game, I think. But they said Alan Wake 2 is gonna go full horror
Yeah,
game. So,
that I do know. It's crazy.
after that, they showed off the trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Is Alan Wake? Well, I'm sorry. Is Alan Wake like a zombie game?
No, there is a separate game that's about zombies called Alan Wake Undead Nightmare. It was one of those like Far Cry Blood Dragon kind of things.
Like Resident Evil. It's like, no, it's like Red Dead Undead Nightmare.
Yeah.
All right then. Next up, Sonic.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Looks like fun. I did not particularly like the last Sonic the Hedgehog movie, but I did not hate it.
So I guess there's a game coming out. Whatever.
I'm talking about the movie.
Oh, no, no. That was just intrusion after that. We want to talk about the movie still
I mean,
because
yeah,
I haven't seen the movie. I haven't seen the first one still. So.
yeah, I know. You can obviously talk about the trailer.
No, you're definitely right. It does look fun.
Looks like fun.
Shadow's design is pretty neat.
Shadow.
Shadow's design. Shadow. Knuckles.
There you go.
I had to smash my mic. Ugh, that's terrible. I can't believe I said
Homie
that. Ugh.
Knuckles. Unlike Sonic, I
I'm
don't
like Sonic, I
chuckle.
don't chuckle. I'm about to raise my muscles.
Unlike Sonic, I
Shit.
don't chuckle.
What the
What
fuck?
the fuck?
I actually really do like the song, by the way.
It's a good song.
Here
Yeah.
I come.
They showed off.
Better than the rest of them. The rest of them. Sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
After that, they showed off some more of Horizon Forbidden West.
Oh,
Just
that's
a
Sonic,
CG
Sonic video game.
trailer.
Sonic open world game.
Yeah.
People on my Discord, this Discord server, I'm in there saying, "Oh, it looks so cool," and I'm like, "What looks cool? We said nothing."
What from the
Le-
CG trailer that they showed?
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
they've showed full gameplay demos of the game, so
I thought that was fan made stuff.
the gameplay demo that Gorilla put out on a state of play.
Oh,
You thought that was,
that was
fan
no
made?
that way. I don't think I ever heard of that.
What? You've never what? You gotta be messing with
Oh,
me.
this that they put out in a state of play.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
keep talking.
this was
I'm going
6
to look
months
for this.
ago. No, I'm sending this to you right now. You don't have to watch right now, but yeah, this was.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was talking about the Sonic thing. I was still talking about Sonic.
What the fuck? Why do we keep doing this?
What?
Why do we keep doing this? Where I'm
You
still
see,
talking about one thing,
no,
and then you
no,
jump to something else, and
no.
we both
This is
make
what
ourselves confused because we don't know what we're
this is
talking
what I'm
about.
talking about. This is what I'm talking about.
We don't know what we're talking about.
No, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. The part where I let out a little comment and you just miss it because you talk over me.
Okay, but I was starting to talk about Horizon, and then you're still talking about Sonic, and now I think we're talking about Horizon, and I don't know what the fuck we're doing.
We can't move away from Sonic. I was saying like there's Sonic, a Sonic video game.
Okay, and then I started going to Horizon, and then I guess you just didn't follow me there. But it's whatever.
No, I did follow you. I'm just saying no. We gotta talk about Sonic now. I was trying to put you back in the question of Sonic, the video game that was coming out.
We will get to the Sonic.
I mean,
game.
it doesn't matter now. It's the process that's talking about Horizon anymore because it's kind of come out.
Yeah.
it looks the same as it always has.
Yeah.
Pretty.
I'm sure it'll be good.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. Although I'll say the developers of this Horizon game for
Mhm.
the years, who are they? Guerrilla Games, right?
Yeah, Gorilla.
What have they made before for Horizon?
Horizon Zero Dawn.
That's it.
I don't know. They have made
Killzone? Oh my
Killzone.
god!
Wow, how the mighty have fallen, I guess, with that franchise.
I've never played Killzone ever in my life, by the way.
Killzone 1 and 2 are really impressive for PS2 games. Killzone 3 is really
Meh.
giving shit for how fake its E3 demo was. And then everyone forgot Killzone Shadowfall immediately after it came out.
Well, that was a launch title for PS4,
It
right?
sure was, and nobody gave a shit.
But no one liked it, right?
No
That's
one
my
liked.
assumption.
I don't know if no one liked it. I just don't think anyone cared because at that point, who gave a shit about Killzone? It's the
Killzone
same thing as
2.
like Resistance. Like how many people actually remember Resistance?
Killzone 2 awards Golden Joystick Award for PlayStation Game of the Year. 2009.
Yeah, it's got
Uncharted 2 came
it's
out.
yeah. Killzone Shadowfall has very mixed reviews from what
I mean,
I can see.
Uncharted 2 came out in 2009, by the way.
Yep.
And telling me Killzone 2 robbed it. Well, I haven't played Killzone 2, so I shouldn't assume that it robbed it.
Killzone
But
2.
yeah, Golden Joystick Award for
Killzone 2 is pretty good. Oh, Killzone 2 is on the PS3. I don't know why they thought Killzone 1 is on the PS2.
Mhm.
That's on the PS2. But Killzone 2 was on the PS3.
maybe a Killzone game would have been good if it didn't come out as a launch title.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Also, I think Killzone Shadowfall is a prequel. Which is just
I guess
weird.
that's very weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, what can I find? Only PS3, so I'm gonna have hard time. If I want to get into it, I'm gonna have a hard time getting into and finding it because it's only, yeah,
Well,
it's only
I mean, on the
PS3.
PlayStation Store, you can probably find it, but you have to buy a PlayStation prepaid card because they blocked off credit card usage on the system.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
whack.
I know. It's fucking stupid, but it's
What's
what
the
they did.
point?
Yeah.
Why must you complicate things?
That game Slitterhead, they showed that off from the guy that did
Slitherhead?
the Slitterhead, the one that came from the Silent Hill creator.
Literally the one that I said, oh, Kojima. For some reason, I just thought, oh, Kojima. Looks very Kojima-ish. Looks weird. Oh, it's not.
I don't know. I thought it was more. I was like Ghostwire.
Also,
But
literally, you know what was funny? When I was watching the trailer, they showed the pre-woman in the dress, and
mhm.
in my head, I was like, "Would you?" And then just she bursts out as
Yeah,
an
and she.
alien. I'm like, "What the frick?
When I was watching that with
Would
Sebastian
you?"
and Eric, we all said, "Would you?"
You
Yeah,
guys too?
yeah, we all did.
Would you? Oh my god!
Yeah, I guess now is the time to get into Sonic Frontiers, the game that you said
Oh
looked fan made.
no, no, because I thought you were referencing that game, and I was thinking of all the other Sonic fan make Sonic games that have been or fan demos that have been coming out for a while. Because I see Afro Senjo, that guy, you know him, right?
Yeah, Afro Sujo.
Yeah,
It was
he
Afro
showed this
Senju.
Afro Senju, yeah.
Yeah, I know him
He
for his clip
Rages.
where no, I've seen his clip
Oh, the
where
Persona 5
he's
Royal.
Persona 5 Royal. He's listening to No More What Ifs, and he just screams, "I'm going to come!" And
Yeah, yeah, well,
yeah, buddy.
you should have the Sonic game. Looks pretty cool. And
It's
I
probably gonna
thought,
be shit, but
yeah, it was gonna be shit. And I'm in this Discord server where I have like these two huge Sonic fans in
yeah.
there, and they say, "Oh, the game looks so hype," and I'm like, "What game?"
Well, that was gameplay they showed. At least they
Oh,
actually showed gameplay.
yeah, but it's like it's so minor,
Yeah,
and it kind of shocked me that they thought that was impressive. Like,
it's dude. Like it is impressive because no Sonic game has looked like this or looked this good. Like in visually, and it's
really,
a very there hasn't been an open world Sonic game.
that is true.
Like we've had like the adventure style games, which have been like pseudo open world. They have like hub worlds, and then you have the boost formula. But
The hot take those aren't very good. I'm the only one whoever says that.
wait,
Everyone loves Sonic Adventure 1 and 2.
Adventure 2.
Both of them.
I like Adventure 2.
Yeah, I'm saying everyone else likes those games. I'm like, I'm not so much a fan of them. I think they're pretty outdated even at that time when 3D Mario was killing it. Kind of a shame that Sonic couldn't have replicated that same success or
Sonic has
level of quality.
always had a lot of trouble with 3D.
Hmm.
Like the fact that it's been 20 years and they still haven't figured out 3D.
Well, they have. They just don't fucking do it right anymore because Generations and Colors are amazing,
Yeah,
right?
I didn't play the real Colors game. I only played it on DS. But yeah, no,
No.
Generations was good.
Hmm. And Sonic 4, well, that was technically 2D
Sonic
with through,
4.
yeah, the
Sonic
uh,
4 was a trash fire, apparently.
oh, really? I thought people
Yeah.
liked it. I liked it
No,
at least.
the Sonic fandom fucking hates Sonic 4
That
and
was the one
everything
that
about it. That was the one that was like in episodes.
really.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, no wonder.
Well, it also was just shit. But
Well, then that's nice.
yeah, Sonic Frontiers comes out next year. Sure, I'll play it.
Yeah,
I'll play
I
it.
mean, open world will definitely fit. I guess Sonic
Yeah,
speed.
I hope so. I mean, I hope it runs
For sure.
because we know how these first Sonic games on new systems go. They always run poorly. You can think about it.
Yeah,
We only got three Sonic games the entire PS4 generation. Think about that for a
Mania,
second.
Forces,
And
and All Stars,
Team Sonic
or
Racing.
Team Race. Yeah, Sonic Racing. There we go.
Only three Sonic games in that entire time. And so they have not worked with the PS4 much.
Well,
Forces ran
Mania.
well. Talking like like Sonic Team,
Uh,
the main Sonic guys.
mhm.
Um, so I'm a little worried about how they're gonna handle next gen, but we'll see.
I want Sonic to be good again, but
Yeah, I don't mind
I'm
if
I'm
Sonic
I'm
is
probably
good.
being overly negative about Frontiers. It could be good for all I know, but like their reputation
Their reputation
for
precedes them.
and
Yeah.
it can't be I don't like beat the Buzzkill guy that much, especially when it comes to Sonic.
Yeah,
To Sonic,
Sonic is not a fun horse to beat It's not a fun dead horse to beat anymore.
it's not because I love Sonic a
'Cause I
lot.
like Sonic. I like Sonic. I can't
Plus,
not like Sonic, right?
like just pleasant memories with the first Sonic game.
Yeah.
Sonic 2 is great. Sonic 3, man,
I fucking love Sonic Unleashed. Like, eh, I do. I love Sonic
I know,
Unleashed.
I know.
I love
I know.
that
That's fine.
I love that
That's
game.
fine.
It
I'll
means so
forgive
much to
you.
me. It means so
It's
much to
like
me.
I always say this. It's half a good game. I guess I can get the appeal of the Warhawk sections. Sure, of
The music slaps.
course. I'll say that about the 3D Sonic games. They've had good
Oh no,
music.
they've always had good music. Yeah, Sonic
Like,
games like
like,
most of the time have pretty decent. Even Sonic
like,
06.
like, I do mean like continuity. Like the 3D
Yeah.
Sonic games have had like very similar music.
Yeah.
Notice
Same
that
composer. Yeah.
exactly. Very epic, orchestral, and
They
cinematic.
Sonic went to orchestra before Mario did.
That's true. Good job, Sonic.
Mario did orchestra at the first time with Mario Galaxy.
Oh, remember when Sonic was better than Mario?
Never.
No. I'll say I'll stick with this. Sonic was better than Mario in the 2D aspects at a time, and then Mario evolved to 3D,
And Sonic could
and
never.
Sonic couldn't.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I guess let's talk about Suicide Squad because that movement though.
Rocksteady at it again, bro.
That movement.
Wait, Rockstar.
Rocksteady.
Oh, so I was right. God damn it! What the fuck's wrong with me?
Yeah, why did you correct yourself?
I
Bitch, what
uncorrected
bitch you knew
myself.
this. Bitch you knew
I did.
this.
I
What
don't
the
know.
fuck?
Maybe because I usually I don't ever do that.
Yeah. You
What's
of
wrong
all
with me?
people shouldn't have confused Rocksteady.
I didn't, and but then I
And then
did.
you did. Yeah. No,
Well,
Suicide Squad looks pretty good.
yeah, Rocksteady at it again. Rocksteady
I was
hasn't made
not
a bad game
sold
ever.
on the game for a long time because they showed nothing. Well, they showed story stuff, but that
And
wasn't interesting to me.
I guess they
I
were.
wanted to see gameplay, and now they showed us gameplay. and I want to
Do
see it
you
again,
wait? Hold on.
and I want to play
You
it.
don't. Uh, that's true. I agree with you on the fact that they should show gameplay like usually, but you were pretty hyped about the Marvel Suns game
Yes,
based on just trailer alone.
I was more hyped on the concept alone of what they could do, in considering it's the XCOM guys,
Mhm.
but the gameplay definitely was like, oh, no, I'll play this. It looks fine, but Suicide Squad definitely got the bigger budget,
Yeah,
and yeah, Rocksteady, Jesus, how the fuck, like, damn, just crazy fucking movement and mobility in that game. It looks like.
I am
I am very
very
excited.
excited.
Yeah, I hope they put out a demo.
Yeah.
Which
I hope.
I'm just gonna say that about every game I want to play. Just like, can you just put out a demo? I miss
Yeah.
demos.
Can I get Gotham Knights already? Can it Gotham Knights be good?
Hmm?
Please. Gotham Knights,
Gotham
can that game be good?
Gotham Knights is getting the shit end of the stick. I can smell it. That game reeks of
Oh,
Avengers.
I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna stay optimistic.
Go ahead,
Ugh.
go ahead, and I'm gonna pull the you that you did to me with Avengers. And
You,
I'm
you
gonna
you can.
and I'm
That's
gonna
fine.
and I'm gonna pray every single day that Gotham Knights ends up the same way as Avengers, just so you can feel the pain. Feel the pain I felt with Avengers.
You'll pray. You'll you'll cast spells on the
Oh
developers
yeah,
for
dude.
them to fail.
It was Agatha all along, motherfucker. Yeah, speaking of movement games, Forspoken. Ooh, I'm so
Game
ready for that game.
Square Enix making a good game again on original IP.
It's actually not them making it; they're publishing it. It's Luminous Productions that's doing Forspoken.
Who are they?
They actually co-developed Final Fantasy 15. They did all the animations for the game,
Oh,
and Final
anything
Fantasy
else?
15 has fucking amazing animations. Um, as a first, as a first, um, when it comes to other stuff they've done, it's mostly just Final Fantasy 15.
Mm,
Yeah, no, it's just literally Final Fantasy 15 and Forspoken. So this is their first real project on their own,
nice, and it looks pretty good.
and it looks really good. Oh, I know I've said this. Game gives me Infamous vibes. I fucking love Infamous.
Hmm.
I love Infamous, and so that game is just speaking to me. Like that, just that's the kind of shit I want.
Looks a lot trippier than Infamous. I'll
Yeah,
say that
the
trippier.
animations are gorgeous, and I remember when I was watching the show with Sebastian. He hadn't actually seen gameplay of the game yet. He didn't watch the PlayStation Showcase from a few months
Hmm.
back, and I was like, it started playing, and I was like, oh, Sebastian, you're gonna fucking love this game. It's a schmovement game, and he goes, okay, I'll take a look. And then they started showing gameplay, and he went, oh wait, hold up.
Yeah,
Yeah, now he's super down with it because I'm sure you've noticed he loves movement based games. Like, give him crazy mobility and stuff you can do with that, he'll cream over a game.
that implies that he has. Oh my.
He loves Sunset Overdrive. I mean, think literally, what's his two favorite games of all time? Titanfall 2 and Dying Light.
Yeah.
So, like, come on. Hmm?
Titanfall 2 is his favorite one though. Like
Yeah, yeah. Titanfall 2
it's
is
a
like, yeah.
because it's the best game ever. Um,
But you also say this having not played Dying Light.
I've seen it. I think it looks okay.
Yeah.
I'll check Dying Light 2 out though.
Yeah, I'll check Dying Light 2 out. Oh, another game that looks pretty cool. Space Marine 2.
Hell yeah.
I will definitely be playing that. It looks
You know,
crazy.
I had no clue what it was doing the cinematic stuff because the aliens look like xenomorphs, and I thought this is like a
They're
aliens
actually,
thing.
I think they're called like cryptids or Warhammer. Space Marine monsters.
Well, there are many monsters in Warhammer.
Yeah, there's multiple aspects to Warhammer. There's like Warhammer, Vermintide, and there's like Space Marines, and there's so much weird shit. I always
Well,
thought
I was
Warhammer was the Space Marines. That's what I thought it was.
well, I assume this still the same continuity, like in the
Well,
same
that
universe,
wouldn't
just
make
different
any
timeline.
fucking sense.
Really?
Yeah, because Space Marines is like futuristic and revolving around aliens and space travel.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
doesn't
I
have a
like it.
lot of connection to the medieval side of Warhammer.
So I guess it's just
I don't know.
fuck you call it. It's just like
Just it's
spin-offs.
under the same brand,
Yeah,
but it's not
it's
at
neat.
all the same thing.
Well, a lot of games are very different.
Yeah, it looks cool. And they showed off more Saints Row, the Saints Row reboot, looking better the more I see of it.
Mhm.
I might pick it up. I don't know.
All right, I don't really care much about Saints Row.
Yeah, that's fair. I never played
It's
a
funny.
Saints Row game, so yeah.
Me neither. I saw Mark Webb's video on it, and he fucking hates one of them, whichever one it was. Saints Row 4, I think,
Mm.
broke that shit down. I'm like, ooh, damn, that's a real shame.
Saints Row
Tell
4
me
is actually
more.
the one people like the most, from what I hear.
Because it's the goofiest, I believe.
Yeah, and also it had the Gat out of hell thing.
Ah,
But Tiny Tina's
that's the one
Wonderlands.
Sebastian showed me, right?
Yeah, I think so. They showed you Saints Row 4, or did he show you the third? I don't remember. I don't give a fuck.
It was. I did the same game.
The same game. Um, they showed off more Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. I mean, honest to God, if you want to play that when it comes out, I'll play it with you.
Yeah, I might.
It's only going to be on Epic though.
Fine.
Yeah.
Saying I lost it when I saw, you know who.
Oh, Ashley Burch.
I combusted. Also, well, Arnett Worcester, that's fine.
Hmm.
Also, well, Arnett Worcester, that's fine.
Oh,
Whatever.
yeah. Yeah. After that,
Visually
there wasn't really
wrong.
too many big things revealed. Like they showed a game called Metal Hellslinger, which is like a rhythm-based action game, but it's all metal music.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of cool.
They showed like 10 zombie games.
Yeah.
There's
And that's basically all they showed for like the rest of the
wow,
fucking
the fucking Payday zombie game, right? That
GTFO.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. They showed the trailer for the Halo show.
Yeah, they did.
I sure forgot. It kind of looks like a fan movie, to be honest with me.
You're turning out. You said they had a budget and they're like, oh, this has money in it, but you're turning around now.
Like, I mean, it definitely looks like it's got money.
Like for me, it looks no different than for What Unto Dawn.
Yeah, yeah. It looks like Forward Unto Dawn.
Which, oddly enough, I do like Forward Unto Dawn for like superficial reasons. Like, I think it's a really fucking boring movie.
That movie put me
Before,
to sleep.
yeah, I think it's a really boring
It's
movie
a
before Master
really,
Chief comes in.
which is in the last like 5 minutes.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Yeah.
and it's not Steve Downs. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense. It's a younger Master Chief. He's like 15 at the time, I think.
Really? That takes place
Wait,
before Fall of Reach?
might have because they make a comment about how old are you guys? Because the blue team was there, I believe they looked really young, and they were like, "It's complicated."
Hmm.
Wait. Fuck this! You guys have helmets then. Get from it.
They
I'm
made a
thinking about
Fall
it
of
now.
Reach TV show?
It was terrible. I saw it. It was really bad, bro. You have no idea. You should watch it. It's really bad.
I'll just read the book again.
Like, dude, you. I I don't like. I was really bored watching it too, and uninterested. And Shadow Master Chief is kind of a little shit. Um, not how I expected him to be at that point. I was expecting a very rebellious child, but man, did you want to step on him, huh? Like I wanted to be like, oh, I don't like
He
you,
was he
child, child
he
Master Chief. What the
he
fuck are
was a
you?
fucked up person. Like his history is incredibly screwed up.
Yeah, I definitely know that. I like the appealing aspects of Master Chief's storyline overall. I think it's very interesting,
Mhm.
but I don't think the show did a good job making me sympathize with him,
Sure.
especially when the rest of Blue Team was were like really shitty too,
Yeah.
and also really uninteresting as well. They were real cardboard, and like I don't know what I should expect from that because in Halo 5 they weren't given much in Halo 5, but I definitely appreciated the history between them and Master Chief. It's very complicated.
Yeah.
I think. I think you could do something with that, and maybe Fall of Reach shows that, like the book. I want to read
Uh,
that.
yeah. No, you should definitely read the book. Yeah.
And Halo Legends, Halo Legends,
Oh
right?
yeah, the anime movie. Yeah.
That is like
I remember kind of
guilty.
like. I remember kind of liking that.
It is a guilty pleasure of mine.
Mhm.
I like going back to it every so often because I like it. Um, there's pretty neat stories
Yeah.
that don't just involve the Master Chief. Also, some pretty fucking boring ones too. Like I w- I it, I went to sleep when Cortana was just recapping the events of Halo 2 and 3 and 1.
Yeah.
It was just a whole animation of that. I'm like, oh, okay, can you move on?
Do you want to
But
even?
Halo,
Yeah. Do you even want to like talk about? I mean, we completely skipped over the TV show, the new TV show that they showed.
oh yeah,
It. I got nothing from it.
some guy in a server I'm in is hyped about it. He's a Halo fan,
Mm-hmm.
which is a little odd for me. I'm not gonna take that away from him, but how these video game live action projects turn out is usually not very good. So
It's hit or miss.
sure, hit or miss. There's been like minor exceptions. Detective Pikachu was fine for the most part. It
Apparently, The
wasn't Pokemon.
Witcher is very good.
Um, I'm hit or miss with The Witcher personally.
Did you watch it?
I did.
Hmm.
It's well, here's the thing. That we can't count that because that is based more off the books
The
than it is
book.
the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think we can really count that.
Well, I mean,
If you ask me,
yeah, I guess so. I mean, when it comes to like live action video game stuff, like you have Detective Pikachu, you have the first Mortal Kombat movie, and you have Sonic the Hedgehog, and that's like it.
but first of all, I personally, even though I love the first Mortal Kombat movie, it's not very good,
No, it's not.
especially since it's so far apart from the Mortal
I
Kombat
mean, it's
from the first game overall.
it's actually a little closer to the first game than you think, but yes, it's not a good movie, like at all. But it's got more going for it than the 2021 version, which I
Honestly,
still don't hate.
hmm,
Like as a movie, I don't hate it, but as a Mortal Kombat fan, I'm just really disappointed. As like the weirdo that actually really gives a shit about Mortal Kombat lore and thinking that's really rich for filmmaking, they fucked it all up.
then what's the exception with the first one?
Hmm?
What's the exception with the first one?
They got more of it right, and they actually like it actually at least is a tournament, and it's I'm willing to like push a lot of it away because it's just a fun movie. In Mortal Kombat 2021, I can't even enjoy the parts that I'm supposed to enjoy.
Can't enjoy the partial Scorpion and Sub Zero
Oh, you mean the
and
one?
Kano.
Oh, you mean the one action scene that's good and the one character that's good?
Two characters.
And then you have
Sub-
the '90s one where you have Johnny Cage, you have Liu
oh,
Kang,
sorry, three characters.
and
No, four.
you have Shang Tsung.
Mhm.
and you have a lot of like really fun, memorable action, and the movie's stupid. I love it.
Fighting's not good in that movie, man.
It's fine. It's better than 2021.
No, I'm sorry, it's not. I've gone back to watching a lot of it, and
I
it.
watched it this year.
I know. Wait,
Yeah.
which one? Both?
Yeah, both.
Right. Well, if you notice in the first Mortal Kombat movie, notably Shang Tsung and Liu Kang's fight, when they're trying to strike, it looks like they're slowing it down at the last second to avoid. Like it looks like they're just dancing instead of actually fucking hitting each other.
Mm.
Yeah, it's very odd. And there's also Kano and Sonya's fight, which is like unbelievably stupid. I'll say this: it was much worse in the 2021 version. Sonya has no good fights in that movie at all.
It feels fucking amazing. Mate.
White. Um, I'm sure everyone remembers Johnny Cage's and Scorpion's fight very fondly. I like that fight a lot too.
Get
Um,
down here.
Get down here. It has very present issues with how dumb it is, but
How did Johnny get out of hell?
exactly how did he get out of hell?
How did he get out of the
While
nether realm?
with the 2020 movie, I can give it credit with creativity. There's the first, not really first. When they fight Reptile, um, Kano being very creative by sticking a flare on Reptile. The whole sequence was pretty creative
Yeah, but that was a
for
really
a
funny
fight scene.
shot because he's like dodging in and out of nothing that's even trying to hit him. And it's just a long take of him just kind of ducking an invisible thing that's not hitting him. And I'm like,
Yeah.
that I remember I burst out laughing at that and nobody saw it. And I was like, y'all don't see this shit?
Yeah, I think it was like sparks that he was seeing it through because it was like sparking around the room
Sure.
and with the flare. And then there's the part where he ripped his fucking heart out, and that was metal.
And then he did his fatality.
Yeah, and a very much earned Kano wins. It's great. Kano's great. Then there's actually I mentioned the first fight between Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
I hate that fight.
Really?
I hate that fight because it is so horribly edited. I want to see the cool choreo they're doing, but just the first couple moves, 10 cuts. 10 cuts between the first like few moves of the fight. And then it just keeps like rapidly editing and editing. I was like, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Let me see it. Let me see the action. Please just let me see it.
Well, I think I have to watch it again, but
Yeah, I'd have to watch it again, but I remember
You don't wanna?
I've seen it. I think I've seen it 3 times now.
Okay.
And it got worse the second time, and then it got a little better the third time.
Then there's
The
of course,
third time, I also just wasn't paying attention. I just put it on and was like watching it. And I was like,
then there's of course their final fight, which is pretty good.
cool if they
I'm
stopped
not-
cutting in between Cole.
That is true. Cole ruined it. He made it much worse. Well, everyone hates Cole. I don't know who likes Cole.
If they put him
No
in
one.
MK12, I'd
That's-
fucking main him. That's for sure.
No one. That's the right question.
I would play Cole if they put him in a fight in a Mortal Kombat game because it'd be funny.
Even though it was pretty brief, Jax versus Sub-Zero was neat, with especially showing off Sub-Zero's
Yeah.
strength.
When he just tipped him over and that bitch fell. I remember I think
Mhm.
we all, because we did a group party watching Mortal Kombat 2021, and we all just went, oh.
Oh no!
Damn.
And then we
Leave
laughed when
that
he
man-
hit
when he hit the ground.
when he hit the pillar. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the moment. It's like, oh, damn.
Oh god. Damn. Okay.
God
There's some good
damn.
fatalities in
Leave
here.
that man alone.
So I can give the movie credit is that it's more in line, I guess, in line with the tone of Mortal Kombat, at least modern Mortal Kombat, with
Sure.
gore, fatalities, and
But
whatnot.
you know how I feel about Kung Lao in that game. I mean, in that movie.
How he died? Yeah. I think that's pretty fair because he got like the best fatality of the whole movie before dying. A
Yeah,
terrible, terrible death.
and then he went out like a bitch.
He didn't go like a bitch. He was this, overpowered by Shang Tsung, who's clearly like has a godly strength, and he got his soul sucked out. Problem with it
Luke,
was the
Kung
fact that
Lang, Kung Lao would have put up a fight.
no, it's not that because I can totally believe that he's just too strong for him to do anything about it, and he probably did it too quickly. Being that no one wanted to help. Liu Kang
Yeah,
was like
Cole was holding Liu Kang back.
he held him back.
He held him
Piece of shit.
back.
What a piece of shit.
What a piece of shit.
Fuck off.
And Raiden too, just fucking teleported everyone out there when Raiden has the power to stop this right
Mm-hmm.
now.
And that, and then you wonder why didn't he just
What is it with the movie keeping up the tradition of Raiden being a piece of shit?
yeah.
But
And then you wonder why didn't he just teleport all of them in there the first time around with like a train?
why didn't Raiden just kill them?
Because he can't.
Oh wait, because he can't, because of the Mortal Kombat rules of the tournament, which Shang Tsung totally disavowed. For the record, Shang Tsung would have found a way to work around the rules, but he would have done it at the tournament like he's supposed to.
Well, this is
Because
set up for the tournament.
this movie has a shit understanding of who Shang Tsung is supposed to be and how the tournament even works.
Well, there's no tournament yet, so
Fucking piece of
we'll
shit
find
movie.
out.
Fucking piece of
We'll,
shit movie.
we'll find out in the next movie.
Shit.
Where are we? Oh, yeah, Halo series. How
Yeah.
I'm skeptical
I
about it.
don't.
I'll say that.
All I've got to say is, I got nothing.
Good luck, buddy. What have to do Paramount?
Good luck. Good luck. Yeah. Because this thing's been in development hell for a long time, like 15 years or something like that.
They don't have Steve Downs.
They sure have Jen Taylor.
I'm glad they do, but it's dumb. Why wouldn't you have the voice for the character that has behind the helmet? who even is playing Master Chief? I forgot.
Some actor.
Hmm?
Some actor.
Actor. Nice.
The TV series.
Pablo Schreiber.
Pablo Schreiber. Is he related to Liev Schreiber or Liev Schreiber?
Yeah,
He sure is. Let's hope he has the same acting talents.
he was in Den of Thieves and 13 Hours. American Gods. I don't fucking know. Do good. You're filling up a really large role that you shouldn't be having because you know why. Anyway, what was after that?
The actual nothing. The actual Game Awards. Do we even really want to cover this? Because nothing was surprising to me other than Guardians winning Best Narrative.
Yeah,
Like, that one just took me for a surprise.
yeah. I was like, oh, what?
And Maggie winning Best Performance. I totally thought it was
Yeah.
gonna go to Deathloop there,
Mm-hmm.
and it went to Maggie,
I
and
thought it was gonna go to anybody.
cool.
That was indeed surprising. Cool.
Yeah, I was like, hell yeah,
Oh yeah, you won the meme award.
you sure did, but you also did a good job.
You stepped on me. More, hurt me more.
Yeah, Best Narrative went to Guardians. I don't know how,
Yeah, I don't know how either. It was quite shocking.
but holy shit! And It Takes Two. One Game of the Year. The guy who said fuck the Oscars all those years ago.
Mhm.
One Game of the Year.
Yeah,
And he seemed
the guy who's reviving couch co-op.
Yep. And he seemed
Trying.
very happy about it. Apparently when he I guess he posted on Twitter right after because he went straight home just to hug his kids.
No.
He also had a weird comment where he said, everyone should get kids. If you don't have kids, get them.
No. I'm okay.
Uh, but yeah,
I'm okay.
he also,
I can't handle it.
yeah, it was cool. I'm sure that game is good. I don't know much about it.
Oh, I do. Not much, but just a scene that really disturbed me.
In a good or bad way.
I guess you could say both because I didn't like it. Like it's not like bad. It's just like I don't like seeing it.
Mm.
Should I say it? Do you
Go
mind?
for it. I don't really care.
All right. So based on the concept, the fact that the parents
I don't even know
were
what the concept of the game is.
well, yeah, the parents return to dolls because they're gonna go through a divorce and some magic curse turns that I think that's the case.
Oh, the parents were
And
wait. The parents were turned into dolls.
yeah, like toys, dolls,
Mm.
small people, something
Right.
like that.
Right.
Um, and
Because they were getting a divorce.
I believe that is something. Yeah, because the story is about divorce.
Okay.
At least the theme of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and they're in their daughter's room while she's, I guess, looking for them or something. I don't remember much of the context. Um, but her favorite toy is there. They're talking to it because it comes to life or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like in their imagined the world of whatever curse fell upon them, they can speak to her toys. Like Toy Story, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like that. Um,
So
and
play nice.
the plan I say, um, and apparently, they think of a solution where the daughter's tears will get them back to normal.
Right.
So in order to do that, they are going to break slash kill her favorite toy. The thing is, her favorite toy is like an elephant queen thingy who has like this British voice with a little girl's tone, and she's very innocent. And you play a level where you're trying to kill her, and with incidental actions of yours, you're tearing her apart, almost comically but disturbingly so. At one point, her ear gets snagged on something and it gets ripped off, something like that. She loses her hand when she's trying to run away from you, and then it comes from where you actually just rip her in half, and she just fucking dies and falls, and the daughter sees it, and she just starts crying while the parents happily wait for the tears to come falling to the ground, and they're like, "What the fuck happened?" And the fucking toy fleshy thing died for no reason whatsoever, and I'm there like, "What the fuck is this game?" I was disturbed by the smallest thing. I don't know if I'd call it the smallest thing because it's like it's fucked up, but like a toy made me cringe out of being disturbed about it. Like, bro, that was something.
Oh.
Yeah.
I that whole time you were describing that, my mouth was just open. Like,
Uh,
huh?
it, it's 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 basically the fucking goriest scene I've seen in a video game without the
Like,
blood or guts flying out everywhere.
only Pixar could have come up with something that fucked up.
So fucked up.
That's so fucked up. That's like some stuff out of like Coraline, or you remember the movie Nine?
Yeah, I do.
That movie was
That movie's
fucking
fucked up.
terrifying.
It was.
They were getting their soul sucked. And they were like, ah! It was fucking scary. I don't know if
God
you've never
damn,
seen, if
bro.
you've never seen Nine, go watch that movie. It's not
That's
good.
yeah.
It's not very good, but it's creative.
Is it Tim Burton?
No, it's
Okay.
what's the director's name? It's the producer. The producer is the guy who did Nightmare Before Christmas. Who's the guy who directed Coraline? Which Coraline is
Shane
fantastic.
Hacker. Coraline is fantastic. One of the best movies ever made. I will stand by that forever and
The
ever.
director of Nine is not the director of Coraline.
But
It's yeah. Nine is fucked up.
I think Coraline might be more fucked up, but it's more charming.
Yeah,
But yeah, Jesus
not
Christ,
both
fucking
movies scared the shit out of me. Just to be clear.
wait, Jesus Christ, It Takes Two. My God, that was like the first context I ever from the game. First time I ever saw something from it. It was with this streamer, slash wrestler. No, don't mind the fact. And even he was like, "No, I don't want to fuck you. I don't want to play this game." He didn't swear. He's a sweetheart. He didn't swear in the stream. He doesn't swear. He didn't swear in the streams. But he like with the guy he was playing, he was like laughing, like hesitantly, nervously about the fact that he was doing this, while the streamer Adam Cole was like, "No, I don't want to do this. No." He was like visibly upset after the fact, and I was there with him, like, what the fuck? This is for kids. Tell me, is the game rated T for T?
I'm checking right now.
Can't be E. I don't believe you.
It's definitely not E. It is. Oh, website. Can you fuck off? It is. Oh, fuck.
It's Peggy 12.
Oh my god, why does nothing tell me what it's T for T?
It is?
For animated blood, comic mischief, and fantasy violence.
Okay. That makes sense. Fuck. But yeah, I don't know if you're feeling encouraged to see that part of the game, or
I kind of want to see it now. Like, that's fucked.
it's pretty fucked.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm over exaggerating about it. I don't think I am, because I remember it. I wouldn't say fondly, but
Fondly.
think fondly. Thinking about it still makes me go, "Oh no, I'm gonna." Oh. And games don't get to me that way. At least not in that fashion.
Hmm. But it takes two. It
It
takes two
takes
got
two.
you.
It got me.
Look at that.
So that's great to its credit.
Yeah.
I guess I could say I'm glad it won Game of the Year. If that can happen to me, who hasn't really played much of it, imagine what other people could feel about it
Yeah.
playing the
Especially
whole thing.
like that just kind of makes me go like, well, how the fuck do you write them? Well, how do you write out of that situation now, or do you just like let it be, and you just don't like the characters anymore?
I don't know. It seems like that's pretty early in the game.
Early?
I guess I, I'm saying that based on the setting, because the setting seems normal-ish enough until it transitions into the more mystical wackiness of It Takes Two.
Huh. It's an 11-hour game.
Oh shit.
So
Shit, that could be it.
it's weird. That game is on PS5, but it's one of those you buy it on PS4, but there is no PS5 physical release for some reason.
Well then, like I might play, like I guess I like to play it. I just, based on the limitations of it having to be multiplayer only,
Yeah,
kind of like
it's yeah, it's the same with like a Way Out because it's the same studio.
that I actually have played.
Yeah,
Okay, a way
yeah,
out.
there we go.
But yeah, man, ooh, my God, to me. Well, what were we talking about though?
I
Like
honest to God,
we talked about It Takes Two. Like we
yeah.
mentioned it. Um, so
Um,
I guess that's
yeah,
how we feel about it. That's how I feel about it. The game.
the Game
I think
Awards
it's
was just like fucking yeah. I was
oh Metroid Dread. That made me very happy that it won action adventure.
action adventure game. Yeah,
Yeah,
action game went to Returnal. That made me very happy. Ratchet and
yeah, that
Clank
was.
walked away with nothing,
Insomniac seems to walk away with nothing in these awards, huh?
and that's just depressing.
Maybe Spider-Man 2 will take it next year or next 2
2023.
years. Sorry. Yeah,
2023.
damn it. Wolverine game 2030.
Glad Cyberpunk didn't get anything.
I forget it was nominated. What was it nominated for?
Score and RPG.
I don't even remember Cyberpunk's music. Like I don't.
Neither of us
Except the
played it.
why would we
I was gonna play it.
on PC, right?
Yeah, I was gonna play it on PC, but I was gonna wait. I was always like, I'm not getting it day one. And then day one, it was shit. And so
Predictably so.
I found myself laughing incredibly hard about that.
So when is the right time to get that game? When they fix it?
I don't
Ever?
know. I almost bought at work. It was $10 on sale.
On PS5?
PS4, but it has an upgrade to PS5.
I
And I was like, $10 is probably a reasonable price for that game. And Sebastian goes, no, still not worth it.
You
And
know,
I was like,
if you're
well, also,
interested in buying,
Eric and Sebastian, our friends, had the biggest 180 on that game because they enjoyed it when it came out, and then suddenly they thought it was the worst fucking game ever made.
it looks like the worst game ever made. I don't understand why people like it. But
I don't
I guess
know.
they're
I'm
catching up.
sure like it's got like a decent story and good gameplay, but it's so buggy and just doesn't work.
Mhm.
Like it ruins all of it, and I'm just like, okay,
But
like
and
I'll
I
wait. I'll wait till they fix it eventually if they don't give up on it, and if they ever do, right? I'll play it.
and you know, normally I haven't really pushed this game on you that much, but if you
Mhm.
want an immersive game made by Punk by Project Red,
Witcher 3.
Project Red, yeah,
Yeah.
like generally it's really one of the best games ever made. Um, Even though I think it's a bit overrated to an extent. Like I don't think it's better than God of War. I think that's game of the. I think God of War's game of the decade. Um, last decade, I guess. Yeah, I think that takes it. But Witcher 3 comes pretty close with everything it does, and what is expansions? Um, Blood and Wine and Heart and Stone. You have never made at that point, so it's like I recommend it. It's lengthy, but you could have a fun time with that game. I think so. And you know me, I had a rough start with it at first
Mm.
until I completely turned around with it and that like I love this game. It's so fucking good. And I keep coming back to it eventually, here and there because I like the game a lot. So I don't know if you want a pretty neat open world game that fucking works, made by CD Projekt Red. Right? Yeah, I recommend The Witcher 3 and the DLC,
Yeah.
which shouldn't cost much, I think. But
I'm waiting until the complete edition is like a reasonable price.
how
It's
is it
like
on Steam?
it's like 40, I think.
That's not reasonable enough. Well,
It's an older
well, you,
game. It's an
I guess
older
so.
game, so I'd
Well, it
prefer if it was cheaper.
I don't know. I forgot when it started getting support or when it started getting like expansion packs.
It was probably like maybe a year in because the complete edition came out like a year after the game came out. And so it's still 40. It's like how Red Dead 2 is still 60. And I'm like, fuck
Well,
off.
Witcher 3 right now it's 7.99
Yeah.
in the
But
Game of the Year edition. Um, which version do I hold on a minute. Let me check something. I want to see which version I have.
you probably have Game of the Year.
The edition,
You have
um,
what?
the complete edition on PS4. That's what I have.
Yeah.
The complete edition on PS4. Um, well, there doesn't seem to be a complete edition in Steam, I guess, but
Mm.
you can get the game for cheap now for 7.99, and you could I guess buy the expansion pass with it, which is only 7.49.
Mm. Well,
So I think that's
it
pretty
will
good.
have to be later on when I have cleared some games off my plate.
I can buy it for you if if I need to, bro. I mean, that is to ensure that you do play it, or else. No, my money! Oh no, my money!
Yeah. Yeah, Game Awards were just kind of bleh.
This one was pretty blah. I don't know.
It's pretty bleh. Some reveals were hype, and some stuff it really blended in with each other.
There wasn't even cringy moments. Like, bruh, come on.
What do you mean, Genshin Impact?
Oh, yeah, that.
Genshin Impact, and then the whole
Genshin.
K-pop music video they played.
Oh yeah, that I forgot about
I
that. Thanks for
literally
reminding me.
muted the video when it came on. I was like, "We're
You
muting this,
asshole.
right?" And I
Why'd
muted
you
it.
remind me? Why'd you remind me of that?
Yep.
No. I even forgot what game that fucking was at that point.
I don't. Sebastian knew what game it was, but he said it was like kind of like Earthbound, but I don't really know what that
Earthbound.
means.
Earthbound,
Yeah, Earthbound, the
like
Super Nintendo game.
like with Ness, right? Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
PK Fire. All right, let's Lucas.
I probably get a head out. It's 3 in the morning.
It is.
Yeah, we've been going
Oh
for
lord,
3 hours.
talked about so much this time.
Yeah.
I love the 10 years that we went on for Call of Duty, and it takes two. It's disturbing
Hmm.
scene.
Yeah.
Why? Why is the world so cruel? Oh. Is there a sale going on Steam that I want to? Oh shit, there is. Oh wait, should I get The Witcher 3 on Steam now? Oh my god.
Oh boy. Don't
Oh
double
wait.
dip. Don't double dip if you already have the game.
Oh shit, dude. Fucking Space Marine is 14.99.
I saw that
When does this sale end?
tomorrow, I think,
I'm getting it right now.
or today, possibly. I don't know.
I'm getting it right now.
All right. Well, I guess yeah. Thank you all for joining this live stream and those who watch this on YouTube. Uh, yeah, we'll probably see you this week with Spider-Man Far From Home film section. And we can't promise to be more consistent, but we will certainly try to be more consistent going forward with uploads.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Enjoy whatever we give you. Do better. Or else.
All right. Well, signing
Or
off. I'm Gabe.
I am Ernestios. Ernestios the third.
Oh boy.